Allow me to worship Chukwukika Biama on behalf of the entire family listening right across the length and breadth of this very planet. All of you who are ordained, all of you who are destined to perform wonders, I welcome all of you. Now, I will present you to Chukwukika Biama in heaven. Therefore, our Father who resideth in heavens above, looking down upon the pain and the suffering of your children, as was foretold by those who has gone before us, that a day will come when the world will gang up, when all the children of darkness will congregate to prevail against your children. That time is now. We are in pain. We are in so much suffering that man cannot begin to comprehend it. We ask for your mercy. We ask for you to come and present and provide a way where there is none. We ask you, Chukwukika Biama, if we came amaranime ndumuginine the Ipob ne beni ne dichiche ruwe beni ne owasoturu kide magi ne beregi biko baso ha upati le kendo ha okwaso sweli igwe. We call upon you this evening. The vultures are congregating, the saboteurs are rising up. We are beginning to identify them, and we are dealing with them. We ask you to give us the strength. We ask you for courage. We ask you for every ounce of determination and resoluteness. Make us as hard as steel, as only you can do. Baptize us in your word, in your knowledge, in your truthfulness, and in your strength. Make it impossible for our enemies to come close to us. Destroy them before they come very close. We will be tempted, of course. Our defenses will be tried without a shadow of a doubt. Sometimes there may be breaches, but in the end we prevail, because that is your word and that is your promise. This evening we hold on resolutely to that very command of yours. Your own spoken word. The word that you gave to your children when you said to them that they should not worship any idol, they should not bow before any graven image. We have made mistakes in our lives. We have bowed before European idols. We have done everything but worship you in truth and honesty. But now, having realized the errors of our ways, we present ourselves before you, that you may do with us as you please. So it was prayed thousands of years ago. That same prayer will re-echo, because we are nothing without you. We are nothing without you. We can have the best defenses in the whole world. We can procure the finest anti-jamming equipment available. But it is you that will defend your inheritance. You will defend Biafra. You know that we are honest and truthful people. You know that we preach this gospel in the knowledge that your children must be free in the land of the living, that they may go back and worship you in Zion as they have done thousands of years ago. This is our prayer now and always, because we are your children. You can't abandon us to the forces of evil and darkness. That is not your will, and it can never be. That is why today, tomorrow, and always, as you have called us to undertake this very monumental and epic task, as you have determined that your word must be preached in the land, that very land you gave to our ancestors thousands of years ago, so shall it be done in our lifetime. Allow us to be worthy to serve thee. Chukwu Biama, allow us to be considered worthy to serve you. You know we speak the truth. Our enemies are liars. They are cheats and they are killers. They are bloodthirsty bastards, all of them. All of them bar none. They have brought their lies to bear upon all their dealings. Their tongue is very spiteful. against those of them who are righteous before your sight. Please don't allow shame to befall your children. Don't allow shame to befall your name, because we answer your name, we bear your name. That is why today we make this very prayer in the sure knowledge that Biafra will be restored as your own kingdom upon the face of the earth. That you will be worshipped every blessed day of our lives, as our children will do, and so will their children. Until time everlasting we have prayed in your name. Ise, Ise, Ise.
And joining us today from the nation's capital, Abuja, to discuss this is Mr. Pelumi Olajengbesi. He's a human rights lawyer. Thank you so much for joining us on the program.
Yeah, thank you very much.
What do you think about this development?
Well, the development we're seeing recently, in every democracy, the principle of rule of law is of utmost importance, and every government must ensure that the whole of government business must be in confines with the rule of law. And so what we have seen recently, particularly as it affects the crisis between Ipob and the Nigerian army, is a flagrant abuse of our law. It ultraviolates the provision of our constitution and other penal law that guides the operation of the Nigerian government and, of course, the Nigerian army. The Nigerian army invaded Ipob, labeled Ipob a terrorist group. The law has made provision on how to go about this. To start with, number one, the Nigerian army does not have the right to carry out the assignment they did, because it is solely an exclusive assignment of the Nigerian police force. And so the Nigerian army cannot take over the assignment, the responsibility of the Nigerian police force in an attempt to make the government or in an attempt to glorify a particular person. So I believe strongly that what the Nigerian army has done is against our law, and it's very, very dangerous for our democracy, because it's a mockery of the system of government we practice in the general public and, of course, in the global world. We're in a situation whereby we are seen to abuse the law. Or when you look at the grounds or the reasons why the Nigerian army labeled this organization a terrorist group, you will understand that all of these reasons are not within the confines of the law. The law made it very, very clear that for an organization to be proscribed or to be labeled as a terrorist organization, there are procedures that must be followed. Number one, the Inspector General of Police or the AG, that's the Attorney General of Police, or the NSA, the National Security Advisor, is supposed to prepare an application to the courts, and the judge in chamber can grant that application. However, such an application must receive the endorsement of the president, and that's the provision of the law. And the judge has the responsibility to check the basis and the grounds of this application. We must be able to differentiate between civil disobedience and, of course, civil disobedience and terrorism. There are laws on ground to checkmate people who have done things that are contrary to our laws. We have the law that has to do with treason. We have the law that has to do with murder. We have the law that has to do with civil disobedience and all of that. So I believe strongly that if an individual or a group of individuals has done something contrary to our laws, such people must be treated within the confines of the law. However, proscribing the organization or declaring the organization is a deliberate celebration of ignorance, which is very, very terrible. So I think it is important that the Nigerian government should review our action. The Nigerian army quickly rushed to the public to declare this organization a terrorist group without consulting the requirement, the position of the law, to understand what exactly should be done. Now, in my own view, I believe that this is a pressure group who they have a responsibility to make demands. Looking at some of the statements and some of the actions of Ipob, talking about hoisting their flag in public.
But what about where, Mr. Olajengbesi, I need to come in here. What about where safety is concerned? This is not the first Python dance the Nigerian army had. This is the second, and the rationale is to flush out criminals from the southeast.
Yeah, the business of the Nigerian army is not to flush out criminals in the society. The Nigerian police force have an exclusive duty, looking at our constitution section 215 sub 3 specifically, mandated the Nigerian police force with the instruction of the Nigerian president to ensure that public safety of property is guaranteed, is secured in our society. So when you talk about public safety, it is an exclusive assignment that's been vested in the Nigerian police force. The Nigerian army can't take over the Nigerian police force. They were not trained to work within the human or the community system. They are trained to fight war. So it is only in a situation where there's insurrection, that is when the Nigerian army can step in with the direction of the president. However, when you are talking about public safety, the Nigerian Police Force is an organization where you look at the Nigerian Police Act, they have the sole responsibility to ensure that there is public safety is guaranteed. And all of this must be done within the confines of our law.
But what about the Southeast governors? They did what they did in the interest of the people.
The Southeast governors?
Yes.
Well, what the Southeast governor did also is political anyway, but it's not in confines with the law. The Southeast governor declared in public that Ipob activities has been proscribed. In the first place, Ipob was not registered under the Southeast governor. The Southeast governor is not a constitutional organization, is not the constitution of Nigeria. The Southeast governors have no business. Our law says that every group of persons have a right to organize themselves, have a right to freedom of association, and they have a right of expression. However, in the course of carrying out all of this right, if there is any way they've actually breached the laws of the land, the Nigerian police force have a duty to arrest such person, investigate such an act, and also prosecute such person. When you look at a situation whereby the Nnamdi Kanu as a person is going through a prescribed process, I think it is important that we allow this process to continue than jumping the guns and doing some of the things we are doing currently. So the Southeast governor also did that from their own thinking, but it was quite wrong. It's against our law, it's against our constitution, and it has no place in the history of Nigerian politics.
Thank you so much for coming on the show. We have been speaking with human rights lawyer Mr. Pelumi Olajengbesi.
Yes, once again, fellow Biafrans. Fellow Biafrans, it could mean fellow saboteur, fellow Ndioshin and Yama, fellow original Biafra misguided, fellow everybody, fellow. This is Radio Biafra for the avoidance of doubt. We are streaming live through Radio Biafra London, being the mother station as well as the father station, all the way from Biafra land, and with every degree of certainty reaching you across the globe. I would say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and to some of you good night, depending on your time zone. Radio Biafra is being anchored by the deputy leader of the indigenous people of Biafra. His name is MAZI Kafomefo. He is from Abatete. Abatete is in Anambra State, and Anambra State is Biafra land. He simply said, I will not allow the heart of this project to see corruption. And what is the project? Restoration project. As simple as that. He's standing on a deputizing capacity on behalf of our supreme leader MAZI Kano, the Prince of Afari Beku, heir to the throne of Ibeku Kingdom, the one and the only man who stood up to speak for the collective interests of the Biafran people 59 years on. Nobody has been able to do that. He is from Afari Beku. Afari Beku is in Umuahia. Umuahia is in Abia State. And Abia State is Biafra land. I remember George ONYIBE. I am from Abo. Abo is in Delta State. And every piece of land, I should say, in Delta State is Biafra land. And I'm a member of IPOB for the avoidance of doubt. We will not proceed this morning until we acknowledge the Creator. We call him Chukwukika Abiyama. We call him Tamono Abase. But whatever it is, I call him Chukwu Abiyama. We must acknowledge him because he has been the primordial influence that is driving us in everything we do here. Matter both great and small. He's our guide. He's the one that shapes our way. He has set our foot upon this path. He's the lifting up of our head. And indeed, we can humbly say that we don't lift up our high. Our faith is not on any man, not on any country, but on the Creator who made heaven and earth, who were there in the beginning, who will also be there to receive us in the end. We call him Chukwukika Abiyama, the Creator. Anyị na-aja gị mma n'ihi na ị mara mma ị bụ Alpha na Omega. Anyị niile na-asị na ịdị mma anyị na-aja gị mma n'eziokwu na ị mara mma ị bụ Alpha na Omega. Anyị niile na-asị na ịdị mma You are the Alpha, Omega, beginning, everlasting praise of peace. No one is like you. Father, chukunonye biligwe se nani ekele. Nani ekele jekuro ne umeni ndi ngere nya gbale nyokiri oki. Nani ekele ne onye dabe meza aru ale. Enyi mari ni no kimenye be na ere. Enyi wekwu enyi wekwu dai. Obruku ne mo so nye ramu nwo nhwebo no ramu nwo ya mu na hia. Chukunonye bere yuhu kerugula ale yuhu bieligwe ihu elehe nde mwekwe soreme ihu elehe mwekwe soreme yemi ekele yemi otito maka na amare m ogeru la ha jiri nwendidi really onwendi omeni webu egbe webu mgbo weje egbu ihe alitare mgbo anyi kele ni mari ko da arun wa kwade mele nyanyi kane onye kenyi nwe yusi so kenyi nwe enye nwe egbe enye nwe ndo onu ihe enyi ya ka ejikwara ekwu ihe nyireku chukwu na onye ebere omegu ese enye ekuke but you ye nyono ihe so na enye jeku enye jina kujai lihote ebere chukwu na onye ebere nyomendi enyere enye omeni we agbale nyokirioki nyomewe ni hiosa ye igwike bosa ye wanya akane nwase ni nara heko ya nwara heko efa joka nde Nigeria efa joka we chukwu efa joka we kan mari agwa ihe kime kan ra agwa ihe ncho udo of course we must continue this morning. Nigeria has just finished celebrating their independence. They have not ended because they are going to do independence in many places. Jubilee will be in South Africa to do independence and renew the contract of xenophobia so they can kill Biafran people in South Africa. We are waiting for you. And then some hopeless Nigerian, foolish, stupid individuals somewhere in America on the 5th is going to do independence. We will be there with you to independendize you, mad people. But of course, we must continue. Our topic this morning, without wasting much of our time, is the height of wickedness in Nigeria. Have no comparison. The height of wickedness in Nigeria cannot be equated, compared to anything in the world. I tell people, Jesus has said it already. That on the last day, men from the south and the north and the east, men from across the globe will be in heaven. They shall dine with Abraham. But it's going to be pitiful that the children of Abraham will not be on that table. It was a call for caution. And I caution Nigerians. Nigerian pastor, Nigerian farmer, afar or imam or native doctor, I caution you that day, all of you will see Satan sitting in a seat of glory. And you will rot in hell, because Satan, liar Muhammad lie more than Satan. Honestly, atrocity of Nigeria, wickedness of Nigeria, Satan is an angel. I should say the truth. It doesn't mean oh, Satan is evil, but Satan is better than all the governors and president in Africa. That is why we are sending a direct message to president in Africa. You can think you will wipe out this tiny Biafran. If the world gathered against us couldn't wipe out the generation of 1967 and 1970, do you think you will do that? Every African country, pack your motto. Let us be. That resources that is making you to aid and abet Nigeria to be wicked to her supposedly citizen is coming from our land. We will do the undoable when the time comes. All of you will suffer for it, directly or indirectly. And somebody say, they threaten us. They do. We don't threaten you. We making you a promise. And I remember what a man said, and honestly, I think you should hear what he said. It's supposed to be the issue of India. If India, having delivered themselves from British terrorists, the government of colonial terrorism, will subject the people of Kashmir to that condition, I don't know what to say any longer. And that is why our people must understand. Nobody can save us. We will save ourselves. This man says something in the floor of the United Nations. I don't know how people see it, but it's Oyibo anyway, and so it's justified. The law accepts it. If he's a black chimpanzee, by now, Barack Obama will tell you he's a terrorist. They would have killed him like Gaddafi. Just listening to what he said. Maybe we begin to draw some lessons from there anyway.
If a conventional war starts between the two countries, Mr. President, if a conventional war starts and anything could happen, but supposing a country 7 times smaller than its neighbor is faced with the choice, either you surrender or you fight for your freedom till death, what will we do? I ask myself this question. And my belief is, La ilaha illallah, there is no God but one. And we will fight. And when a nuclear armed country fights to the end, it will have consequences far beyond the borders. It will have consequences for the world, which is why I repeat, I'm here.
Yes, I borrow his word. We are tiny Biafrans. The world has gathered against us. African countries should not get involved, because as small as we are, the only choice left for us is to defend ourselves. Yes, Nigeria is powerful, stealing the resources from our land, giving to America, giving to China, giving to Britain, giving to the world power, giving to United Nations, giving to EU, AU, giving our resources to enslave us. And then the only option we have now is to fight. Believe me, we will fight. He said, lie, there is one God. They will fight to the end. But I tell you, to the end, you are the only true God. We will fight to the end. That at the end, if we die, let it be known that we choose to die as a free man. But let me tell you, the ripple effect, all of you will suffer it. All of you. Europe will suffer it. Africa will suffer it. Malaysia, Indonesia will suffer it. Even Pluto, Jupiter, they will feel what will happen. God is not a threat. We're making a promise to you. I'm in Nigeria. I'm in Biafra land. I'm in Agbo, Urugudu, where my umbilical was buried, the land of my ancestors. I'm not in Japan. We are not traveling anywhere. We are here. All of you will suffer it. They are threatening. I am responsible for what I do here. People don't understand. That is why when some people come, they talk out of tone. I ruggedize them, you know. I am ready to bear the consequence of my actions these days. For in truth will stand here, in honesty, that our people might be free. Nothing more, nothing less. So when you are there, say, oh, we will deal with them, we will do that dealing with us in Biafra land. This time we will make sure all of you will feel the ripple effect. Evil is evil. What a wicked nation you did I say nation? A wicked country zoo. You protect and deceive yourself. This is somebody from Kashmir say. I wonder if India, having been through this, will confidently, out of greed, subdue a tiny Kashmir nation, bringing them there. I won't go on further, so I will not digress. Our people must understand. Our topic this morning is simple. The height of wickedness of Nigeria is unimaginable. They remove your brain. Anybody who you see and say, I'm in Nigeria, they are zombie. Their brain have been removed already. Of course, Oyibo know what zombie is. Walking dead. Hey, we the Nigeria. Nobody answer Nigeria celebrating the pen doom. How can you celebrate your doom? Independent. And some people are still planning to do independent. Thunder will fire all of you. You are brainless, we will give you brain. Robot have brain and can obey order. Why are you so stupid, the creature of God? Supposedly, you don't have brain. Independent. Thunder fire you. Hey, we are in America, they're going to do independent. Don't worry, you will see independent. Come out that day, mad people, hopeless animals. They want us to come here and say, you know, Nigerians are wonderful, beautiful people. Thunder will fire all of you. Any Nigeria is a prostitute. Any Nigeria is a drug baron. Any Nigeria is evil. God will punish any Nigeria. Thunder will fire any Nigeria. Very wicked set of animals. Classified among Homo sapiens. Evil. Ono apasule anyway. Makanono amani helala nebunu no rikunono. Anyway, boom by Ben, a tear, equadore. Ero na name watching kitten. Oh, we hear it that Bemo when we've been waiting for our brothers to rise up. And now there are a few of them that can see. And so we're going to do what we're going to do. This man simply say, yes, we are small, we know. But if the only choice we have is to fight or we die, and then we're going to fight. We're going to fight. But hold on. Let's complete the clip, because he actually sent a message to United Nations, and I think you need to hear about his message to United Nations. Very important.
Supposing a country 7 times smaller than its neighbor is faced with the choice: either you surrender or you fight for your freedom till death. What will we do? I ask myself this question. And my belief is, la ilaha illallah, there is no God but one. And we will fight. And when
we will fight with the time
and when a nuclear armed country fights to the end, it will have consequences far beyond the borders. It will have consequences for the world, which is why I repeat, I'm here. Because I'm warning you, it's not a threat. It's a fair worry that where are we headed? And I've come here to tell the UN, you've got to, this is a test for the United Nations. You are the one who guaranteed the people of Kashmir the right of self-determination. They are suffering because of that. And this is the time. This is the time not to appease like in 1939 appeasement took place. This is the time to take action. And number one action must be that India must
Biafra must be free. Biafra must be free.
It must free all political prisoners, and especially those 13,000 boys that have been picked up. Parents don't know where they've disappeared. And then the world community must give the people of Kashmir the right of self-determination. Thank you.
The world community must give the people of Biafra their right to self-determination. Nigeria is so wicked. And when I see intellectuals and people trying to undermine, they don't want to listen to raw. Hey, you can quench them. They are tiny Biafra. All of you are wicked. But believe me, if we will die in a day, the ripple effect, no border will stop people from running across. In fact, that body will fill up that Mediterranean Sea. Desert will suck blood and water till it suck no more. We assure you, Europe will fall. If Biafra fall this time, Europe will fall. Put a nuclear weapon in place. Mad people. We are telling you, it's not a threat. It is a promise. What a wicked country they call Nigeria. They are celebrating independence. Okwaya, you are doing independence. Come and do independence. We are waiting for all of you. Buhari, did I say Buhari? Jubri, go to South Africa and do independence. Renew the contract of Xenopedia. Those of hopeless animal in America, go and do independence on the 5th. Come, independence, we will independence all of you. And somebody said, no, don't say it. You're going to provoke thunder, fire all of them. We are not threatening you, honestly. Nigeria is so wicked. Those of you on Facebook, the woman you are seeing carrying a baby on the ground, rain just fall in Nigeria and Biafra land. Here in Biafra land, rain fall, now condemn fridge, then use they push the woman across the road. Maybe she's wearing one shoe from Dubai. She don't want water to spoil it, so she have to enter condemn fridge. And then some Fulani, Hausa, who put you here and condition you, and you are looking at them, they will push her across the water. That is supposedly a street. Fridge, nice now a flying boat inside Nigeria. The woman self they fear. Tell me how that kind of baby can reason properly. When they use container of fridge, they push them across. It's a propaganda. It's not a propaganda. I didn't make that video. Those of you on Facebook, that is supposedly a street in Biafra land. They are pushing a woman backing a baby inside empty fridge. Oh, I love the vernacular. She's crossing the street to her office. Is this not wickedness? And then somebody saying in Europe, he tell you come and fight for freedom. He say no, it doesn't concern her. Don't you know people labored for them? Some people are in Nigeria, in Africa, they are playing saboteur. As individual or nation, God will punish all of you. That thing you are looking for, all of you will get it. To understand that every penny Dangote spend anywhere in Africa, to undermine our positions as Biafra, is from ill-wetting resources from Biafra land. It's our resources. That thing you are looking for, you don't know. They want to turn Biafra land into a theater of war. We will help you. We will help you introduce the state of anarchy. And then everybody will be fighting. You don't know what is coming. Oh God, let me not see further. What a wicked country called Nigeria. The heart of wickedness, I must tell you, is unbelievable. Some people, in fact, MAZI may have to initiate emergency broadcast to put the word to notice. But I understand the radio in Aba is not on, and then many people were not able to comfort. I also understand the radio station is not on this morning, but the rest assured they will look into it. But let me tell you the truth. The Nigerian army went to Aba, saw certain people supposedly maybe IPOB, but they were not. Nigerian police were robbing house to house. The community youth, or some of them, stood against this Nigerian police joint army with Boko Haram and stopped them. Now what they are doing is going to building to burn down this house. This is their tactics. They did it in Odi. They did it in Bayelsa lately. Now this is what Nigerian does. Like I said during the celebration of independence, I said one of the successful things they do, that they were able to infuse fear into Nigerians. Everybody is afraid. And now, with your afraiding or not afraiding, they are burning houses in Aba. With your afraiding or not afraiding, they demolish OD. With your afraiding or not afraiding, they control the resources in our land. Afraiding or not afraiding, they make law that enslaves us. Afraiding or not afraiding, they close the border. Afraiding or not afraiding, you won't have seaport. Afraiding or not afraiding, score 1 million and be the best student in the world. You will never have job. You will draw Okada in Nigeria. Afraiding or not afraiding, in Onufi. And now you see, but they succeeded. Nigerians succeeded. They work hard to infuse fear in our citizens. Even those outside Nigeria are afraid. Those of us in Nigeria, what do we do? Here in Cambodia, here in Agadagudu, here in Ajagajaga, they are threatening us. We are afraid to thunder fire all of them. Despise the fear. For in real sense, fear simply means false evidence appearing real. Who died? Who died? Who died? Who died? Who died as a Biafran? He died to save all of us. What a wicked country. People don't get what we are saying. That is just the height of it all. That is just it. They went to Aba as we were speaking. They are burning down house to house. They make a victim out of us, example out of us. And now every family that they burn down their building, do you know what will come to their mind? They say, but who be the IPOB member, or who make them burn our house? That person, they will turn that person to enemy to that family. Oh, now you make us burn our papa mud house. Now you make us burn our papa duplex. Oh, I met a man, supposedly, I can't remember where he came from anyway. We were discussing about Biafra issue. And the man was just looking at us. He came to my office to patronize me, you know. He was just looking at us. Because he came to buy some goods, he was so hopeless and talked to me anyhow. I say, see, we just closed that chapter. Do you know how many buildings my father have in Port Harcourt before the war? Do you know they seized all of them? If not this Biafra thing. Do you know how many story building I have in Port Harcourt? Burukiri, my one, and the rest of them. Maybe I know they tell me, oh, so then seize your father building before you know go fight now. Now then go seize more. Your own building self, then go seize them. Mad people. Since they seize your father building because they talk about Biafra, have they started seizing your life? Hopeless animal. But of course, I understand. My mother money was seized by Yoruba under Nigerian government as directed by the British government. But it's okay. That is to tell you the level of wickedness of one Nigeria. Tell me how it feels to have all it takes to generate electricity, but here there will be no electricity. Nigerians are giving electricity to many countries in Africa, but Biafrans don't have electricity. Most of you don't know. Now, let me tell you, those of you who are currently or temporarily enjoying electricity, this is how it works. Here in Biafra land, once there is a politician or member of the NDDC, supposedly Hausa Fulani man, living in a particular street, they put a light there. Their target is to give light to that NDDC man or one of these criminals. And then all of you will enjoy it temporarily. And then one day they will come and say, we come to service the transformer. From that day, that is the end of light. Because they have to exploit you. So if you have light as we speak in Biafra land, it's not your right. They are stage managing you. Don't worry, you will testify when the time comes. But many countries in Africa, we give them light, but we don't have light in Biafra land. Is this not wickedness? What do you think they have? What do you think is their intention? Level of wickedness is unbelievable. In my village where I come from, as I'm talking to you now, we are trying to manage the situation because some of the land belonging to my ancestors, my family, butamin is coming out from the ground naturally. Shell has come, Chevron has come, Saipem have come. Many oil companies are there now. What they are working out currently is to initiate crisis between my people. The very soon you will now hear that we have Utopo militant in the Ushi, as you have Niger Delta militant or Abo militant. Abo militant. The moment they are able to destabilize us, then is there no wickedness? We talk about gas to ban. Obasanjo eat the money for gas to ban. Biafra land have all it takes to have a self-renewable energy. Obasanjo eat the money. Go and ask Peter Odele. They think we are stupid. Is it not wickedness? They sit somewhere and discuss in the beer parlor. Oh, we won't let them have light so we can continue control. Is there not wickedness? Honestly, tell me what they are thinking when they deliberately leave your road in a dilapidated level. But yet they come and say, yes, there is an ongoing plan by the Nigerian Chibuike Amechi to tie railway from here to Sambisa, from Sambisa to Kwatangura, from Kwatangura to Niger, Niger to Niger, Niger to Republic, Republic to America. Nigeria want to tie railway all the way to India, to Malaysia, to Indonesia, to China, to Japan. They are constructing railway to access the whole world. But here in Biafra now, we are using fridge to cross the street. Mad people. Tell me if no wickedness. What will make them do that? I thought charity begin at home. But in Nigeria, charity begin in diaspora. That is why Chibuike Amechi is working very hard to make sure you tie road everywhere from Sokoto and Lagos, Yoruba land, all the way to the world. But Chibuike Amechi constructed 10 pillars with a Chinese or a Japanese company. Each pillar costs almost 13 billion US dollar. It's still there. They call it monorail. Yoshi. Is this not wickedness? Honestly, tell me what their target is. When they allow your container to land in Lagos, and when it land in Lagos, they will send it to Abeokuta. From Abeokuta, they will take it to Borno. From Borno, you will now load it inside one Gongoro and bring it to the east. Whereas we have what it takes to have viable international seaport across Biafra land. I always tell you, Mary Slessor came to Africa. They landed in Cross River State, Calabar. Mongo Park, Landa Brothers, Mary Wilbach Force, all of them, all these terrorists, Lord Lugard, terrorists, Florals, prostitution, all of them landed in Port Harcourt. But today the Port Harcourt seaport is not working, and they are deceiving. The seaport has received the first container. How many container can you enter Port Harcourt seaport, where Theresa May family landed to steal? And now they are advertising it. BBC will soon tell you, oh, Calabar port is open. Yes, 3 buckets of water enter Ndioshi. Is it not wickedness? Nigeria import water. Nigeria import cigar. Nigeria import toilet roll. Nigeria import toothpick. There is a history that there is a man who wanted to bury his father in Biafra land. He went to import sand to bury his father. Look at Robert Mugabe. They are displaying the grave for you. Why are they not displaying the grave of George Washington, Abraham Lincoln? Wonderful men and women who died to protect their people. They without seeing their grave. But of course, it's African man. With everything he has to do, they have to rubbish him. That they are showing us a grave with remote control. Will that actually improve the well-being of Africans? Thunder will fire all of you. I just watching it and I weep. I wept. Then the Bible says Jesus wept. Oh, Robert Mugabe, he fought for Mugaberians, and the Mugaberians are happy, and now they have to buy a coffin of almost 300 trillion US dollar British pounds, and now look at the remote control. But you are a chimpanzee, you are a monkey. While they were lowering his dead, stinking, dead body on the ground, all of you were saying, ow, 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 monkey, give me banana, ow, ow. Then it says, thunder will fire all of you. All of you are wicked. Mugabe citizens are hungry. No electricity, no education, no road, nothing. Yeah, bury him with a resources that is worth more than the whole America. You think we are stupid? Mad people. Asari Dokubo one time came and was telling us, I use Range Rover Sport. Your body should go and tell Asari that Range Rover Sport is now a dated vehicle. I do not know the model he is using. Range Rover Sport, in case you don't know, was used to call Land Rover. Yoruba use it for to infant now. My father used to have it. Range Rover. Range Rover. That type model my father have in the 70s. It's now Yoruba to infant. And you say, I have Range Rover Sport. You are driving to infant. Thunder fire all of now. Very wicked set of people. It's unbelievable. So tell me, what is the result of this their wickedness? To close the border. They just wake up and say, oh, the way this IPOB is coming, they're going to import abomination. Oh, no more importation of rice. Let's suffer, then close the border. This is wickedness. But let me tell you, we have been praying and say, let Nigeria build more barracks in Biafra land. We need more barracks. Dear mama, come to me, I will give you the other version of it. Mad people, wickedness. Oh, close border, close border. Now they are telling you, oh, Benin is crying that they close border. This what concerns us? What is our business there? Wickedness. Out of wickedness, they stopped importation. Out of wickedness, they take 10% from your bank account. Most of you have kept quiet. Now, Yoruba 10% is not enough. Hausa want their own 10%. And so they have told you, when you deposit 10%, you withdraw 10%. Every 10%. What a country of 10%. Yoshi. Is this not wickedness? It is the result of hatred. It is hatred that fuels your Nigeria. And I say to you, Biafrans, Nigerians who know what is coming, stand up. Stand up. Take your destiny in your hand. Defend the life of your people and your very life. If you don't, Nigerians will make you miserable. And after making you miserable, they will kill your people. And in the end, they will take everything. And if this is what Nigeria means for the British government, we'll make them understand that after this rain, after this heavy rain, that make us to cross the road with fridge. We shall know.
After this heavy rain, please let the sun rise.
Our lives are in danger, siblings and more that all day long we have been ruled by strangers. Save my life. give us Biafra. We are begging you, please. There's nothing we can do without you. It's only you that will save my life. Chico King and Biafra, you are the one to give us Biafra. We pray, angels, save the lost. We are your children, save our lives.
We are like sheep has gone astray. Restore our land and heal our hearts.
Save my life.
Save my life. Save my life.
Chupacabra,
Almighty
give us Biafra.
We are begging you, please.
James saying, living hell in the zoo. Keep up them and set us free. We are begging you.
See my people still at times. Super Biafra, we are dying. Save our land, we beg you for love.
Tears in my eyes, every day I dey cry. Nothing else I'm asking for, Lord, give me Biafra or I die. We need a better picture, a better future, a better future, the Lord.
Freedom, peace, what we want, nothing more, nothing less. We are tired of the zoo and your wickedness. Save my life, Papa.
Chupacabra, give us Biafra.
We are begging you, please. Your kingdom shall come, we will know we are safe. When your kingdom shall come, we will know we are safe. Father, let me lift up our hands to the air now. To what we can take all the glory and take it. Send your son to give me life. Send your angels to give me life.
Save my life. Chupacabra, give us Biafra. We are begging you, please. Save my life. Chupacabra, give us Biafra. We are begging you, please.
I know you can feel our anguish, but don't let us perish in the hands of our enemies.
Yes, of course, at this moment, if you tell me you cannot perceive the height of wickedness of the Nigerians, the mindset behind Nigeria, we are very sorry, we cannot help you. Of course, our lines are open at this moment. Our WhatsApp line is 070-815-45642. Our WhatsApp line once again is 070-815-45642. You are Biafran, you have not joined IPOB family yet. This is your time. Look for the nearest IPOB family closer to you. Organize our people across the globe. And at the end, I must say, contact IPOB leadership and they will direct you on what to do. Our WhatsApp line, once again, through which your correspondence should be forwarded to, is our WhatsApp line, which is 070-815-45642. Our direct line is 081-221-52971. I repeat again, our direct line is 081-221-52971. Special number for the female is 081-288-58614. Special number for the female again is 081-288-58614. Caller on WhatsApp, are you there?
Yes, MAZI ONYIBE, good morning.
Go ahead, please, my brother. Good morning from there.
Confirm, MAZI ONYIBE. And we must be talking. Yes, good morning, Biafrans worldwide. Good morning, Ohamadike. Good morning, Wickedness, all the principal officer IPOB, all of us worldwide. Good morning. This is warning I'm giving to the whole world. They must pack their load now in Biafra land. As soon as they didn't point finger at the problem we got down there, they must pack their load. Only what we need in Biafra land is 5 embassies, continent by continent. MAZI ONYIBE, spread this message to all our brothers and sisters. Me, MAZI ONYIBE, the retaliation I will give to the whole world about the atrocities they supported that happened in Biafra land olden days. My retaliation is five embassy, continent by continent. Let them bear it in mind. We don't want nonsense embassy in Biafra land. Yes, Biafrans worldwide, all of us must know that locate your location, your communities, your kindred. Go there now and warn them because we are coming. Obindiche is coming. Yes, we must commence. We must deliver MAZI ONYIBE. Yes, we owe nobody any apology about it. Let Obiano continue selling himself. We must visit him. He think he built some heaven on earth and on somewhere. We must visit there. We are all everywhere. We must visit him. Let him continue talking with the both sides of his mouth. Blah blah. 500,000 each head of Biafra. Nonsense. That man will suffer. Biafrans, locate your community, your kindred, everywhere. Locate them. Locate them one by one. We must come back to them now. Thank you, MAZI ONYIBE. Almost said Biafra.
Of course they will. The height of wickedness is unbelievable and unimaginable as well as unacceptable. Are you there, caller on the line?
Good morning.
Yes. Good morning.
Good morning. May God bless you, my Lord. God bless every Biafrans. You have given us. That's why I always say you are a strong man. You are here in Biafra land with us. You are here. May Kadama keep guiding you. My name is Ginek. I'm calling from Enugu province of Biafra land. They want to squeeze us so that fear will catch everyone, or they don't know. All these things you are telling them is not a threat, is a promise. They don't know it. Let them come. Let them keep burning houses. They went to Abia now, burning houses everywhere. Everywhere in Biafra land. Everywhere now, fear. They want to put fear in our people, but they can't. IPOB have given us a strong heart. We have died. We are no longer there. You know what they don't know is that we are no longer fearing them. Fear have gone. Since many years now, like 3, 4, 5 years, fear have gone out of our life. We are no longer fearing them. That's what they don't understand. That's exactly what they don't understand. They are doing whatever independent that they are doing. I don't know. I said each day I fear. Let police carry me to their custody so that I will get more strong heart. Any day fear came in me, they will take me to their prison so that I will be more stronger than before. I don't fear them. I really don't fear them. Nobody is fearing them. I don't know why they are just scattering. See what they are doing. See how they are burning people's house. See how they are putting fears in gullible walls. But I pray that Chukwu Kadema will strengthen all of us. Chukwu Kadema will strengthen them so that they will not fear their enemies. We will not fear our enemies till the end.
Thank you.
Let them come and build more barracks. Let them carry all the ammunition, land for Biafra land.
Barracks. More Boko Haram. Send them down.
Let them come. Let them go to Ebonyi and pack all they say that the highest mosque in the whole world or whatever is in Ebonyi. Let them carry more ammunition that they will use to kill Biafra. Come and pack it there. We are waiting for you. Mad people, as you call them mad, they are still mad. You see that what marvels me is still these Christian pastors, Reverend Bishop, that are still fasting and praying for Nigeria. Oh God. I've told my pastor, if you did not stop this thing, that what will happen to you? I will not come near. I will not come near. No matter how good we are, I will not come near. Whatever they gave you, Biafra gave you eat it when Biafra comes. May Chukwu Kadema bless you. May Chukwu Kadema keep strengthening you. and straighten
Thank
it
you very
and
much.
we will continue until Biafra
course,
is
this is
restored.
just the
That
beginning.
nonsense.
Thank you very much.
Bye bye, sir.
Yes. Our people must understand. It is simple. The height of wickedness is unimaginable. To discuss the plight of the people, they will allocate billions to discuss what is affecting us. You tell your representative in the House of the Senate, lower chamber or upper chamber, bottom line chamber, sideline chamber, you tell them there is no hospital in my community. Nigerians have to allocate billions to talk about your plight. Tell them now that there is somewhere in Biafra land when they are using empty fridge to cross the road because ordinary rainfall. The billions that will be allocated can buy half of China. Wickedness. Thunder will fire all of you. Are you there, caller on WhatsApp?
Yes.
Good morning, my brother. Go ahead, please. The world is listening.
Okay. Good morning, MAZI ONYIBE. Good morning, lovers of freedom, Biafrans worldwide. I thank you all for your contribution. I thank you, MAZI ONYIBE. I thank you for what you are doing for we all, Biafra, to restore our land. I thank MAZI UTM4. I thank you, our leader, MAZI Nnamdi Ukwu Kale. My name is Ipob Ndapo, calling from here, Maputo. I'm from Abia State, Biafra land. Please, I want to teach something in this hopeless idiots that are ruling Abia State. Who doesn't have vision? I want to teach something to him. I know that all of this is Biafra. I want to ask him. I hope he has children. He has a home. Is he know another person children that this military and police killing is rejected in government house, drinking champagne, feeling happy? I want to remind him today, these families are crying for losing of their own. One day he will be his hometown. They will never escape from it. They will never escape from this injustice. This time they are harming our people. One thing again I want to remind them, let them remember all the saboteurs in Biafra land. Let them remember one thing. And the war started today, tomorrow, I know if they didn't go back, they will push us to war. This war, this glory that coming will be harmful for everybody. I know that they will not escape from it. I want to remind them that the Fulani, they are serving, the Hausa Fulani, they are serving, collecting money, killing their people. And that war we started, I want to remind them that the Fulani doesn't know you are a saboteur. The bullet doesn't know that you are a saboteur. You must pay the price what you have done for your people. They will destroy the house of the people today. One day he will be his own house. That is what I want to chip in to all these saboteurs in Biafra land. We have to let you people enough. One word is enough for the wise. I don't know how many words our leader will speak to you people. Your conscience wake up. You know that you are harming your people. I don't know how many times our leader, our deputy leader, African rep, MAZI ONYIBE, is warning you people. You are thinking that he's joking, they are joking. One day, it shall be your own turn. Buy private jets, keeping all the corners of Biafra land, keeping in the airport, waiting for that day you will drive your car and rush the airport. You fly away. I want to promise you that for coming off your house, going to that airport, I don't think that it will be easy for you. All you politicians, saboteurs, killing your people. One day, your own death will come and visit you. And it will be too hot for you and your family. This is all I want to say. MAZI ONYIBE, thank you very much. I love all that you are doing for Dear friends, I love our great leader. I have never seen a man like him. I'm still appreciating him, praying that that vision he has, very soon, the Lord Almighty will bring it to reality. May God bless Biafra worldwide. Thank you.
They are going to kill us. They will be striking any moment from now. Awusa is going to decimate us. That time you'll be running around saying, oh, it is too late because of your inbred stupidity and crippling ignorance. Today you remember you have a traditional ruler to come out to Kulob to be campaigning. Oh, we no go agree, oh, we no go agree because of prisoners. We go early in the morning, around maybe 4:30. Wait until 7 o'clock. People are useless. You think you have sense? Do you have sense? No, where is the sense? Is anybody stopping the demolition of your shops in Lagos? The answer is no. You think you're smart? No, you don't know anything. You don't understand how world politics work. Igbo people are so ignorant, they don't know history. Let me tell them one thing this evening. History will always repeat itself. If you have that in mind, you will know that they will kill you again. I will suffer again. Maybe that time you start begging. Not Nyamri, as they call you Nyamri. You're begging for blood to drink. This is Radio Biafra.
And of course, you have a choice to make. These people are wicked, honestly. Their height of wickedness has no measure. Now, let me tell you something before I receive another call. This is what they normally do. And they succeeded in using it to instill fear into our people. When these Nigerian security agencies, in the guise of Fulani Herdsmen, Miati Allah, Boko Haram, Nigerian Air Force, Nigerian Navy, Nigerian Artillery, Federal Road Safety High Commission, Nigerian Police, Nigerian Boys Brigade, Nigerian Civil Defense, whatever name they call their security outfit. It could be DSS, it could be EFCC, ICPC, all of these security agencies, SSS here in Nigeria. What they do is they are the armed robbers, licensed armed robbers. They come to your community and you see them, you know that they are armed robbers here in Biafra land. They rob and you withstand them, you resist them, and maybe, as they say, collateral damage, one of them happened to die. What they do is they make example from that community, like they are doing in Aba now. Nigerian police joined with army, went to rob somewhere in Aba. The community youth resisted them, thinking they are armed robber, not knowing that they are Nigerian police licensed armed robber, and one of them were killed. When you kill an armed robber security agency from Nigeria, they say you are a terrorist, you have killed security man. But when security man kills you, they say it's unknown soldier. But we have to stand up and defend ourselves in the right time. If you fail to do this thing, what they do at the end of the day, when there is collateral damage on the negative impact to the security terrorist agency of Nigeria, they come and burn your community down. And so in their mindset, they are setting example with the next community. You see this community, Obia, they kill one army man, we burn their community down. Then the next one we say, you see OD, they kill one army, we destroy OD. Another one we say, you see this community now in Aba, they kill one police, so we burn it down. Is this not wickedness? The last time I checked, many men and women have given up their life to make sure that their people are saved, and they died in that process. I didn't hear any of them trying to kill anybody because anybody kill anybody. But anyway, you should understand what we are saying about. Can you hear me, caller on the line?
Yes, sir. Good morning, sir.
Good morning from
Good
here.
morning,
Caller on
Judge.
WhatsApp, please, you hold on for me. Caller on the line, go ahead, please.
Good morning, Judge ONYIBE.
Good
May the
morning,
Lord
madam.
bless you. I am Gloria Honor, calling from Abu Dhabi. I listen to your message every day by day. It keeps me going. It keeps me going. You are doing a wonderful work. I will also send this greeting to my great leader, MAZI Nnamdi Kanu. and my great editor. May the Lord bless you guys. You people have shown us the way, the blind way that we're going. I am so much grateful. And I have this wonderful, stupid message to Okezi Bazu. Ozu nwere ozu ji ọnụma nwụọ ga-esogbu ya. O ga-esogbu ya. Chineke ga-ekpọwa ọkụ. Adịghị ehili my prayer every day. But able that they want wike mmadụ agaghị ekugbo. Ha gawa ịbụ ụlọ aga wike tọra. Ababu the worst place in the whole Eastern city. Ababu the worst place. And they are not hearing this thing that is happening. They are there fighting for their pocket. Their generation will die every day by day. They will never wake up and see the good light of this world. The Jehovah Jireh will smash them to death in the name of Jesus. Because wherever we are scattered all over the world, they are the cause. They are the problem. As I wake up this morning with anger, praying against them, that the Holy God of Israel will smite them to death every day of their life. As that nation is like that, their life and their generation will look like Nigeria. Hence, they don't want to repent. Hence, they don't want to do the needful. MAZI George ONYIBE, I have sent a lot of text message. I want to join IPOB. Please. I want, because that is the only hope that I have here. Because where I am, nobody knows where I am. It's only this radio Biafra that knows where I am. Are you getting me? So when I have a family here, I know I am highly connected. Good, keep the good work you are doing. Don't mind them. We are at the right track. We are winning, and surely we will get to that land called Biafra. May the Lord bless you guys.
Amen. Thank you very much. What you will do is try and send this message to the WhatsApp line. I respond to the message on WhatsApp line more than the direct line. I hope you have our WhatsApp line.
Yeah, I've sent more than 20, more than 10. I say if after listening every day, I send the way you send your number, send your address.
Send me a special message this morning. I will see if there is any family in your location, because that name you call, he almost knocked me up. Did you say Abrakata? Me Brakata? What is the name?
Which of the name?
The name of your location.
Gloria.
No. The country of your abode. The way you call it.
Abu Dhabi is the capital of Dubai.
Okay, Dubai, EU. We have families there. I thought it's Abrakata, me Brakata. Was like, oh my God, our people have really traveled. Don't worry, we have families there. You just still send me a special message. Whatever you type special. I'll make sure they respond to you in the next 24 hours, my sister. Thank you very much.
All right, sir. Thank you very much. Good to hear from you this morning.
Thank you. We must continue. Can you hear me, caller, on WhatsApp?
Yes, sir. Good morning, my MAZI. Good morning. God bless you.
Thank you, my sister. Go ahead, please.
Good morning, sir. I want to thank you, sir. I want to thank MAZI Unadikan. You know, my people, what our leader have done for us, there is nobody on earth that can do it. He see from far, and he told you people to get up fast and let's take this struggle. You people are just playing. Today you dance with Yoruba, tomorrow you will dance with Kitty, next tomorrow you will dance with Fulani or Hausa. My people, let's get up and join IPOB. That is the only thing that will save us. Play mostly Edo people. Play, I want to form a unity. It will not help us. The unity is ordinary. It's not here already. So let's join together and fight. Sir, the canoe that you show, it is one street in Edo State. They use fridge now. Even it's Fulani that is crossing them. Use fridge to cross them for one place to another. Let's get up and join IPOB. Let's get up and fight. It's only this Biafra movement and IPOB that will save everybody in South and Southeast. We have been shouting. It's like we are begging. Yeah, I don't know. I've told these people before. My children, if I say they are not coming to that group, they will not come. Their father will not let them. So let's get up and fight. We are doing it for you guys. It's not for us. We are doing it for you. Please, if you see your brother on the street, draw him, sit it down, not with by force. Let him. Sometimes you use text, sometimes you use the argument, sometimes you use fight. Tell him that he need to join IPOB. He need to join this movement. Because they have brainwashed us for almost 800 years. Do you think it's easy? For just 5 years or 6 years, we come and bring all our people together. MAZI, they cannot track for us. He tried. He cannot be everywhere. He have called for the alarm. He have called for the alarm. Do the needful. Do it in your area. He cannot be everywhere. He cannot fly from Abia to Edo or to Delta or to. It's you that is calling for. Huh? Do you think when he stood up for Abia State, do you think it's everybody that follow him? It's not everybody. He set alarms for us to come up, for us to get up and do the needful and shout, for us to bring our people together. So people that will say, I talked to this man today, not agree, you just leave her. It's not like that, my brothers and sisters. You see, the man is always say, I'm going to take my people. Do you think if he said, okay, let me take only the Igbos people, he will go with them? It's okay. But he have a good conscience. He have a good man. He want to bring all his people together. Even if you are answer, he doesn't care. But he will not die for that useless zoo. He want to die for Biafra. He want to be proud as a Biafra. He want to do it as a Biafra. Come and join this side. Yesterday you people are celebrating. And tomorrow you be calling me why never shop. Why don't if you not call me again? When I not try all those of now they Zoom. When I go they follow Yoruba, they answer. Hey, we not go agree. We not today. I not say Fuke the condition now with that. What would they call you now? Come and join IPOB. Come join Biafra movement so that we get this step very fast. I can say that it's only that Edo State that is remaining now. Because most of the people, they are waking up. Their eyes are seeing something. They are seeing it. Yoruba is our problem. I'll be shouting. Yoruba church, Yoruba Jesus Christ, Yoruba Juju. And if you talk, they will go and bring Juju strategy. If you talk, they will say Bible strategy. If you talk now, they will say they want to go to Ipob strategy. If you don't have sense, get up and let's fight this time once and for all. Biafra is our land. We are going home. There is no two ways about it, and we are not going back. If you are in one Nigeria, ask me, how can you fight them? How can you fight those business people, all those selfish people that is on top? How can you fight them? If Biafra come to run tomorrow, you can complain that this thing is not good. So we will change it very fast. I'll be singing, you people are just you people are dead. Una go hear word though. Una go hear word. Una never know me. Una go hear word. Sir, God bless you, sir, my MAZI. I love you, sir.
We must continue. We must continue.
Thank you, sir.
Oh, hey, Biafra. Our people must remain focused. Our people must understand the level and the height of wickedness from Nigeria is unbelievable. It is unimaginable. It is unacceptable. Can you hear me, caller on the line?
Yes, ONYIBE. Good morning.
Good morning from here. Go ahead, please.
Thank you. My name is Alamoka. That's not this name now. Is my real name. You know my name from the beginning. And they call you from Nasarawa State here. That is your country. My brother, God go bless your heart. God go bless our leader Nnamdi Kanu. God go bless our fellow Biafra. The whole world, anywhere, or Biafra land. My brother, I want to tell you something this morning. You see what happened, Faba? That is last week Friday. Yesterday, I did with my radio around before 6 o'clock. Our deputy chairman come up. I said, why this man come up this time around? Later here say problem. Say they burn houses Faba because of 20 naira, 50 naira. Last week Friday. Somebody they say they don't want these police people. Men are not they collect money, that place. Now some about how many people, group of people, are the people how many people. Come there, that on Friday. They shoot those people. Luckily those people, this is gone. The people, the body. Luckily those people collect their gun, maybe they kill police. Now because of that thing that happened that day, that is now make these Boko Haram people to go there yesterday to burn the whole about 10 houses, kidnap our brothers there. Now, the same our brothers for about now. Keep quiet, put their hand where they're supposed to come outside this morning, block everywhere. Nowhere can move this morning. Make everybody not keep quiet, though, because what will happen for Bruno? Will happen for is our leader is talking every time. Come outside. Everybody keep quiet. Okay, see, now yesterday I know what to make our leader say he no war fight now. Yesterday I know because some people don't plan everything to destroy our home. They try to destroy us to fight on that when they want to our leader. Nobody talk. Nobody keep quiet. Now they won't come one by one again. My brother, I travel go about last week, come back here on Sunday. Everywhere, chick boy from Aba to Enugu, from Enugu to local not to the point. But if you go there, all of them block road, they collect 100 naira. Now our brothers carry motor transport. Everybody keep quiet. You know, we block road. No movement 1 day or 2 days. My brother, nobody will tell you say enough is enough. My brother, ONYIBE. May God bless you, bless our leader, and from issues of prophet Yamufu. My brother, every time this is they pay me. If they pay me enough, all go and yakuza that can you our people they tell Ora. Wake up, our people for East, wake up. My brother, bless you, my brother. Thank you.
Thank you. We must continue. Caller on WhatsApp, are you there?
I'm here, MAZI.
Go ahead, please.
Yeah, good morning, MAZI George ONYIBE. Good morning, fellow Biafrans. MAZI, thank you this morning for your wonderful topic, the wickedness of Nigeria. The wickedness of Nigeria is quite unbearable to us in Biafra land. MAZI, many times when you talk about the killing of 3.5 million Biafran during the Biafran war, I never understand. MAZI, I was not a football fan, but one day I was watching football, chasing match, and I look at the stadium was filled to a brim. I now start to do a research about the capacity of the stadium. I find out that the stadium is almost 30,000 or 60,000 capacity. As I begin to wonder if they kill all the people
that is how to know what Nigerian kill, and they are sweeping. Our people don't understand. They are looking at the figure. God bless you, my brother. When they say they kill 1 million, it look as if after all, is it not 1 million? Try to evaluate, try to feature, try to know how many people Gowon killed. And Gowon is giving religious speech on Independence Day. And somebody is happy. This is wickedness. Go ahead, sorry.
Wickedness, my brother. As I leave the football and watch, and I said, if they kill all these people, how would their corpses look like? To compare 3.5, this is about 20,000 times of the people that's in that stadium. I switched off the football match. I started to cry. Mas, that was the day I started to appreciate the suffering our people are going through. Mas, the man from Kashmir has speaking our mind, but I want to speak more. I want to send a message to UN. I want to send a message to EU and to the world leaders. Mas, there's only one way to stop the Biafra. There's only one way to stop our agitation. There's only one way to stop the Biafra restoration. Mas, if they can kill all Biafrans, both the saboteur and the non-saboteur, both the hardcore and the non-hardcore, both the ones our women have in their photos, both the sperm, both the semen we have, our Biafra men have in the sperm bank, or what did they call it, if they can terminate all of them, that is the only way they can stop Biafra. But if they cannot, even if it's only one person, we must achieve Biafra. They should kill everybody, including me. That is when they will stop us. Mazi, once more, I want to send an independent, according to you, their message to the Nigerian people. Mazi, the youth in the whole world are protesting. The Hong Kong youth, they have occupied their airport for over 3 months now. They are protesting in the airport. The France youth, the Sudan, the Britain, all of them are protesting. But back there in the zoo, that's why Jubilee called them lazy youth. They are talking about BB Niger. Mazi, I wonder why the bank are taking their money. When you pay in, they take your money. When you withdraw, they take your money. They have increased the VAT. Anything you buy in Nigeria now, you pay VAT of 7%. our youth are not talking about it. Mazi, yesterday I blocked about 30 people or more in Facebook, people who wish me happy independent, and people who is talking about one girl. This thing has occupied the whole social media, talking about one girl called Taka, or what is her name. I wonder, Mazi, I'm very tired. In this time where we have supposed to rise up, but I thank God that I'm a Biafra. I have lived Nigeria far long time ago. Mazi, if a white man can abandon his religion because of Biafra, because of those killed during Biafra war, how much more about us? Look at Asare Dokubo fighting Wike for demolition an unexisting mosque, while a white man abandoned his religion because of Biafra. Why can't us teach on those things and focus on what we are doing? Man, I'm very, very tired of what is happening. If that man, a Canadian, can return all his title to the Britain, take whatever you give to me, let my people go. See Ekweremadu going to Iriji, wearing coat of arms to our traditional ceremony. Man, it's a very big shame, but we must restore Biafra. Mazi, thank you very much for your resilience. Keep on keeping on. Biafra must come. Shalom, Mazi.
Shalom, my brother. We must continue. Biafrans across the globe must understand that what you see manifesting in Nigeria is a sheer act of wickedness against our people. We can choose to believe in, miracle, is God going to do it, or you can choose to stand up and fight. Can you hear me, call on WhatsApp?
Yeah, MAZI ONYIBE, total, my good morning.
Good morning, my brother. Go ahead, please.
Yeah, I don't know which one was the one that is, worse than each. I don't know which one is which. I kind of, not seen issues since yesterday, and then it made me a kind of cheating the nature. So it affected me. I couldn't join you on time. I only woke up when you are saying shouting fear or no fear, we are dying. So we had no option than to stood our ground now. So by listening, and then I was able to connect and then get the topic. MAZI ONYIBE, you and some of our brethren and us are case example of what God does. You in particular in Biafra land. Because in the good book never said Caleb and Joshua. He will first of all mention Joshua, then Caleb. I'm referring to our leader MAZI and Kano. When he was lamenting, it seems like nobody would come to assist and help. And Uchemenfo was there, and now you are there. You are consistent. And honestly speaking, if those who are fighting us will know, if they will sit and rethink, they will now know that God is with us. That this journey, actually, this cause, this Biafra indeed, will come to pass, because nothing lasts forever. When our leader was saying it, telling us, our leader always has a better word. He always has a better word to explain this to the layman understanding. It's very simple. He said it in Geneva in town hall meeting, that these people we call our governors and their elites are our death warrants. Very simple. And that's so for those who are still saying what did these people do, that we keep saying these people, they are just death warrant. I understand that in Naba, the chief security officer there is Okezi Bazo. Okezi is never tired of killing us. So let nobody come to his aid and to assist and tell us that Okezi is his friend, like one of our brother in Tokyo. Was it in Tokyo was telling our leader that he has opportunity to sit with Okezi Bazo and ask him, and Okezi was wow, blah, blah. And then he was like trying to hear from our leader, do you really have any issue with Okezi? Because this is what Okezi was telling him. Judge ONYIBE, let them come in the more. Let them bring more their armories, and because one thing is certain, Biafra shall be restored under our watch and under the leadership of MAZI and the Kano. My brother, but the truth, the question I'm asking them, those who connived, those who stood for these Fulanese, MAZI ONYIBE, let me tell you, what makes me get so weak that made me never connected on time was I was still nursing what I saw. Somebody sent to me what is going on in Omambala, precisely in Noka, the Luga, the building, that Ruga, whatever.
I saw it. And one woman, they were lamenting that they offloaded Fulani by night, and those who owns farm within the axis where that thing is built, they are no longer safe. They are afraid to go to the farm. I was like, huh? Who is telling me all these things? I was still crying of that last night. Someone sent me also where BBC, perfecting the reason why they came. BBC Igbo, showing us those in Enugu, telling us they have lived here. They are Fulanese. They speak Igbo more fluently than me. I'm being frank with you. I was like, what's going on? And then I remember the word of our leader. He said, that land of our ancestors, that Biafra land is ours. He said, that land is ours. He said, Hausa Fulani will leave our land. But you who go and connived with them, where would you run to? That's the question he threw at them 4 years ago. He said, because the land is ours. Even before Buhari died, our leader said to him, you bragged that you are the one that lead the army that killed our great-grandmothers in Naba. He said, now the great-grandchildren of those you bragged, they are here to answer you. He said, by the time we will finish with you, if you are lucky, you will run to London and never return alive. And that's exactly what happened to the idiot, that dullard that died. Only God knows. Now, Okezi Bazu is there. They are killing our people. They are burning the houses, like you said. They are robbers. They are Fulanese. That's what they do to instigate fear in the people's life, in the community. But we will not leave that land for them. We will not. For them to come in down there to be burning the houses because one of their own was, only God knows. I don't want to talk about that because 100 of them are not worth one life of Biafra. You understand me? So I thank you, my brother. Keeping on, like our deputy will always say. One thing is certain: Biafra will be restored. I only have one word to our brethren down there in Naba. Please. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu once said, "No ga tukwapukum, but oga akwafu." You people should remain strong because when we unleash, Biafra will be restored. Thank you, my brother. God bless you.
God bless you too. Of course. We are not going anywhere. I sign off from here. I say God be with all of you. Ndewonu.
Oh nana, land of the rising sun, John Lovine, my originality. Land of the rising sun, Biafra, land of the rising sun, Biafra, my home, my fatherland, Biafra, land of the rising sun, Biafra, my home, my fatherland. We are children of the Most High, called by the name of God, the Creator. Wise men from the east, south, and the middle, great Biafra people. But they kill it to idol worship and we lost the faith of our God. And as we wallowed in idol worship, the British entered in, trading on the Niger, exploiting your people, trading by barter. You give me palm oil and take so them enter there. I brought in civilization, brought in your religion, and told us about America, and we embraced them. I never knew them got anterior motive. With religious pretenders, some of some brethren, with denomination, scared of suffer. Building churches, schools and hospitals. We never knew we had to pay this much to be your place forever. Oh, nah. So we fought so hard against them systems, fighting against them schisms. We fought so hard against them systems, fighting against them schisms. But our lives have gone poor. At the very spot we left out where we gone. Now it's the time to be restored. Great Biafra be restored. I want freedom for my people. Freedom for Biafra. Biafra, land of the rising sun. Land of the rising sun. My father, the descendants of Abraham. From father.
Man, what did you get about independence celebration? Hold it there. You are not serious. Are we really independent? Celebrating Independence Day in Nigeria is like a man that wants to marry his second wife and is still doing bachelor's eve. Can we be Honorable man, what did you get about independence celebration? Hold it there. You are not serious. Are we really independent? Celebrating Independence Day in Nigeria is like a man that wants to marry his second wife and is still doing bachelor's eve. Can we be celebrating a country that the president is older than? Country when they will say you independence, celebrating Independence Day in Nigeria is like a man that wants to marry his second wife and is still doing bachelor's eve. Can we be celebrating a country that the president is older than? Country when they will say you have freedom of speech, but when you speak, they will go and comment and say they will soon come for you. Okay. A country where you will never see a child of a government official in a government school. A country where even the government officials go outside, go abroad to go and treat themselves and neglect the government hospitals here. Country where my local government chairman is staying in another local government in another state. A country where we prefer consuming imported goods to our own. How will a government buy furniture from another country to furnish the government house? They are not serious. When we have excess wood in our country, I'm angry because it was wood that killed Mao. We are not independent unless we place high value on our own product and empower our own. And that is what I call Nigerian stupendant theology. So what does that mean? I know.
This is my song for freedom. They call me Chris Jokey. Even though I walk through the valley of shadow of death, I fear no evil, for still God my soul always with me. Yeah, He's always with me. My brothers will be coming home. Yeah, we made it through the sun to home. We gave our blood to redeem our land, and the time is too late. So join me, let us get it now. For happiness we all rejoice. Yes, we are the children of God. I am talking about a holy land, yeah, where God will always reign, and the sun will shine again. So we the people rejoice, yeah, where no one will tell me, yeah, that my son is suicidal, that I will lose my life for singing songs, where there is freedom of speech. Mr. Mepho will remind us, yeah, that we are children of the Most High God. In Jerusalem we meet again, yeah, cause we are, yes, we are the children of God. And the sun will rise, my brothers will be coming home, yeah. We made it through the sun to home. We gave our blood to redeem our land, and the time is too late. So join me, let us get it now. For happiness we all rejoice. Yes, we are the children of God. We are praying for the moment when heaven will come for us, and the world will talk about us, so no one else have to die. All this nation will respect us, yeah. Understand we just wanna go back home. No amount of gun can stop the show, yeah. Cause we all got possessed and the spirit is in me. My director will return home, yeah. Show us love we used to do before. Beautiful faces I will see again, yeah. We need you, we miss you, and we wait on you. And the sun will rise. My brothers will be coming home, yeah. We made it through the sun to home, yeah. We gave our blood to redeem our land, and the time is too late. So join me, let us get it now. Our happiness we all rejoice. Yes, we are the children of God. Holy, Nandegano is another Savior. Holy, Nandegano is another Savior. The sun will rise. My brothers will be coming home, yeah. We made it through the sun to home. We gave our blood to redeem our land, and no time is too late. So join me, let us get it now. Our happiness we all rejoice. Yes, we are the children of God.
Yes, sir, once again, fellow Biafrans, lovers of freedom, men and women of goodwill, conscientious people, wherever you are all over the world, I will say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and to you good night, depending on your time zone. This is Radio Biafra Extra. We are streaming live through Radio Biafra London. And Radio Biafra London is being anchored by the Deputy Leader of the Indigenous People of Biafra, MAZI Mefo. He is from Abatete. Abatete is in Anambra State. In Anambra State is Biafra land. He is the man who have assured us that he will not allow the heart of this project to see corruption. I will repeat again. Most of you will not understand the mindset behind those words. The colonial master left us with a gift that was properly packaged, a gift that had the capacity to initiate chaos, a pendulum whose end will only bring more chaos. Any attempt, should there be any attempt to remedy the situation, and they did their job well. And so when MAZI Mefo said, I will not allow the heart of this project to see corruption, we do not expect everybody to understand the implication behind those words. Our happiness is that those who are at the receiving end will bear testament to the fact that nothing makes them go jagger, nothing makes them go paranoid more than the single fact that they cannot penetrate this platform. MAZI Mefo is from Abatete. Abatete is in Anambra State, and Anambra State is Biafra land. And of course, he's standing in a deputizing capacity on behalf of our supreme leader, MAZI Kano, the Prince of Afari Beku, heir to the throne of Ibeku Kingdom, the one and the only man who stood up to speak for the collective interest of the Biafran people. 59 years now. 59 years. Nobody. He remains the one and the only man that commands our loyalty. Because in the end, Wamweze He is from Afali Beku. Afali Beku is in Umuahia. Umuahia is in Abia State. And Abia State is Biafra land. And by the special grace of Chukwuki Abiyama, I remain George ONYIBE. I am from Abo. Abo is in Delta State. And I must tell you this evening that every piece of land in Delta State is Biafra land. Every single piece of land in Delta State, they are all Biafrans. But of course, I will appreciate eminent Biafrans across the globe, men and women of conscience, Biafran citizens, not those sitting on the fence, genuine Biafran citizens across the globe, from Akwa Ibom to Delta, anywhere in Zion, anywhere Igbo. I must extend my greetings to you. Then we have to acknowledge the Creator, Chukwuki Abiyama, the one who sits in heaven and preside over the affair of man, the one who has set our feet upon this path that we must follow. For he is the lifting up of our head, for we do not lift up our head to the hills, nor to the mountain, not to any mere mortal. For our help comes from the Lord who made the heavens and the earth. He has promised to keep us from all evil. He is our guide, our wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. In matter both great and small, I repeat, he remained the primordial influence that drives us in everything we do. And so in my humble way tonight, I will simply say, Anina jage mawu, nezoku ne maramae, ihonanya ni nage, obiomage, ojuru anyanya dadio, ingwe gimbangwe o, odi onye dekage, ebu wafa no mega, anye nini na sena ne de mao. And of course, without wasting much of our time, we have to go ahead with our topic this evening, which is simply our fate have been sealed by the independence of one Nigeria. In Nigeria, in the creation of Nigeria, the fate of the Oduduwa was sealed. The fate of the Arewas was sealed. The fate of the Biafran people was sealed. But we have a choice. We have a choice to expose darkness to the light. A choice to expose lie before the truth. A choice to stand and defend integrity. Become men and women of honor, irrespective of whose ought is God, saying the truth without favor. We have a choice to make. But if we choose, still believing, oh, it's independent, our one Nigeria, we love one Nigeria, your fate has been sealed. And unfortunately, nobody can help you. Not even the Creator. Because most of you don't know that Nigeria has left, God has left Nigeria. God is not in Nigeria. Angel Michael and Angel Gabriel, they have gone. Even Satan has run out of Nigeria. Unbelievable. Satan is not in Nigeria. When you have liar Muhammad, what is Satan doing here? In one lane walk. In Satan one lane walk, where you have liar Muhammad and people like Adeshina. What is Satan doing here? Satan will be vindicated on the last day because of Adeshina, because of liar Muhammad, because of one Nigeria, British government built on evil. Satan will be vindicated. Or else, I tell you, God will not be justified in his action as a creator. But it is our weakness. The Nigerians are saying, oh, independence. They are celebrating independence. I don't blame people who say independence. Now, there are two ways. Some people say, oh, today is Nigeria independent. Then the ones who are a little bit educated are celebrating Nigeria independence. All of you, if you like celebrate independent or independence, you are hallucinating. Nigerian can never celebrate independent or independence. They are celebrating independence. The day they choose to depend, they met their doom. And those of you who actually celebrated independence, we want to talk about independence. It's your doom you celebrated. Biafra is the doom of Nigeria and the handlers of Nigeria. We are their doom and their destiny. We will tell them how they end. And so those of you who celebrated Independence, I say happy Independence to all of you. May your life and that of your children be like one Nigeria, in the name of Jesus Christ, in the name of Allah, in the name of Uchukwu Kikabiama, Tamono, all of them. May your family be like one Nigeria, in the name of Jesus Christ. Because I don't know why normal human being, we wake up in the morning, oh, I'm going to celebrate Independence. Did you read this spelling? Some people have to say, oh, today is independent. The next say today is independence. Oh, ONYIBE mama. But let me tell you, it is independent. Doom. We are celebrating. The first has gone. We are moving on. But there are things people do not understand. I will take all the time I have because we have to celebrate independence of Nigeria. Mad people. On normal circumstance, on Independence Day of Nigeria, the president, supposedly a terrorist, will come and they will nang after they finish speaking their lunatic, singing their lunatic national anthem. Then one full animal will come and say, my fellow countrymen, today is Independence of Nigeria and we have been moving forward as the giant of Africa. This Independence will lead us to another doom, and so help you God. Suffering continue. But this Independence was celebrated by men of God. It's unbelievable. The first video clip from Nigerian terrorist state, I lay my hand upon this morning, this very day of Independence, was coming from church service. Do you know the pastors? An assistant pastor, Yakubu Gowon, the terrorist in charge of the genocidal terrorist nation like Nigeria, was the general overseer, and his assistant general overseer is supposedly the vice president of Nigeria, Yemi Osibanjo, Redeemed Christian Church pastor. They preach very well anyway, and so it is important you listen to men of God because it's independent. Listen to the men of God preaching to you. Independent, very hopeless people. I've never seen a country as frustrated as that of Nigeria. Compare to what we are experiencing here. We said something before now and said before now there is no church in Nigeria that celebrates Nigeria independent more than Christ Embassy. But today they just try to block road, so we believe that they are still there. You know, they are still doing what they are doing. They are doing. They are celebrating independence, supposedly a Church of Christ. But I didn't receive rhapsody of reality. They are mad people. You think you can deceive Jesus Christ? Before we listen to men of God, we preach the day of Nigeria independence, 1st of October, 2019. Let's give them a chorus to enable the man of God, Yakubu Gowon, terrorist in charge of the terrorist state, with the lunatic professor from Yoruba Redeemed Christian Church. They preach today. Yeah, they have consoled some of you. We are the choristers. Let's sing for them. You cannot hide it for God. You cannot hide it for God. Nigerians, you cannot hide it for God. You may hide it for America and nobody will know. You may hide it for China and nobody will know. You may hide it for me and nobody will know, but we say you cannot hide it for God. The wind have blown and the bomb of the kokoroko have been opened. No hiding place for all of you. They think we are joking. Oh, let us ginger them. Today, do you know how many Nigerians died the day of independence? But of course, we are not surprised because we know Nigeria never celebrated independence. They actually celebrated independence. Get it at the back of your head. Do you know how many people that died today? We will get to that. But listen to the man of God, Ndioshi.
Hello, and thank you for joining us on the first edition of Journalist Hangout this week. I'm Ayodele Uzubakun, your regular host on the show. Today on the program, ahead of Independence Day celebration, Gowon Oshibajo bring message of hope, say Nigeria will overcome challenges. Federal government arraigns Omoyele Sowore on a 7-count charge of fraud.
Now, let's look at the headline of the church today.
Gowon Usibanjo bring you good news. Faith. Nigeria will overcome. Hey, that is how they do to you in the church. Nigeria will overcome. Let me not preach for them. Let's continue with the preaching.
Double felony. And later on the show, Siasia's mother regains freedom from kidnappers. Then, 77 days after, I'll be hanging out with Janet Afolabi Mba and Wale Adeye. So if you're ready, let the hangout start now. Thank you for joining us once again. As postulated in Chinua Achebe's celebrated and popular collection of essay, Hope and Impediment, Nigeria's journey to nationhood has been fraught with prospects and challenges. As the country's 59th independence beckon, economic instability, acute corruption, terrorism, kidnapping, and banditry appear to overshadow any plan for elaborate celebration. But at Independence Day, interdenominational church service held at the National Christian Center in Abuja, former head of state, retired General Yakubu Gowon, and Vice President Yemi Osinbajo gave message of hope to Nigerians. They say Nigeria will overcome its challenges and fulfill its destiny by becoming a great country. Let's hear from General Gowon and Vice President Yemi Osinbajo.
Hear from the men of God in charge of Nigeria Independent Ministration, Ndioshi. This Nigeria is so hopeless. I don't know what happened to their brain. I don't know. Independent Day like this, they are bringing terrorists to preach. Yemi Osinbajo and Yakubu Gowon, who murdered over 3.5 million innocent women and children. He cried over their dead body. Independent. Nowhere there is no hiding place for all of you. Then there are some lunatic you are trying to help them. They are misbehaving. Hey, he's independent of Nigeria. You will see doom. Don't worry. Just listen to their message.
We can come together in unity of faith, love, and prayer to salvage our nation from its woes. I believe that Nigeria is specially favored by the Almighty, and I'm confident that the God who
Gowon say, by the unity of faith, let us come together. Where was that faith when he was killing over 3.5 million innocent children? Where was the faith of Gowon? That is why I told you, our topic is simple. As a Nigerian, your faith has been sealed already. The name Nigerian sealed your faith as Oduduwa. This is Gowon. He was jumping up and down like I thought he's a warrior. I thought he's a warrior. I thought he could cheat death. That is why when you see all those word power, hey, we are there doing this, we are word power, we will upgrade. Don't mind them. Kingdom fall and kingdom rise. At the right time, they will understand. MAZI before rightly said, he said, when it's time to initiate violence, we will let them know. We are not shying away from our responsibility, because in the end, that is why we are men. We are not women. For even our women are men, because only Biafran women give birth to real men, for the avoidance of doubt. But of course, Biafran women who patronize Yoruba and Hausa and terrorist Fulanis, of course, they give birth to saboteurs. Saboteurs are not real men. He's telling you, we believe in the unity of faith. Unity of which person and which faith? My faith or your faith, or which person's faith? The ones your mother go on, or which person's faith? You people are so hopeless, you don't know what is coming for you. Let us pray that we believe that the Almighty, who the head is the Almighty? You think Almighty is happy with you? Almighty left Nigeria long ago. What you have is Boko Haram. Slave trade cannot be going on in Nigeria. In a time like this, an Almighty is there. But of course, they will deceive you. Because they say, oh, Almighty, you begin to panic. If they have called God, I don't want to fight God. We will challenge God in his own court. And he will bear witness that he has called us and say, come, let us reason together. Come, let us reason together, he said to us. So we know you lie against him. We shall present you before him, humiliating you in disgrace and in shame. And he has backed all of you already. Look at Gowon preaching for Nigeria. Gowon that has the privilege, the opportunity to set all this wrong right today. Gowon now is in church. Is it Aso Rock Chapel, Boko Haram Chapel? Let's bring unity of faith. Thunder fire that unity of faith. God punish all of you. Hopeless people. You are deceiving us.
You deceive our father before the father. You deceive their own next father before their father. You deceive our current father. You want to deceive us, thunder will fire you, go on.
Saved and preserved Nigeria in the past will yet do it again and again.
God has also promised us a new Nigeria, a peaceful Nigeria.
That is Osibanjo leading Christian church. Now let's look at the gospel of Gowon. God has promised us a new Nigeria, the prosperous Nigeria, subsiding Nigeria. Satan don't lose work because of Nigeria. Satan is idle now. Which work Satan want to do when Nigeria has not taken over? The same way you see xenophobia, South African people, boys are crying. Oh, all these Nigerian people, they knock our women, they drink our melu, they take over our life. Oh, we will kill them, xenophobia. Satan has run away. Very soon you will hear Satanphobia. Satan can't lie again because Yoruba have the ministration of lying. But in the name of God, in the name of Allah, in the name of Ogomo, Yoruba have taken over from Satan. Nigeria has taken over from 419. So what are we not talking about? You're celebrating independence. Look at them. You didn't look at genuine men of God. You are looking at terrorists. You have deceived us. No, you have deceived us. Here, Osibanjo prayer.
A Nigeria where justice and equity and fairness shall prevail. A united Nigeria, where the different tribes and tongues are not wedges of separation, but the joyful textures of our togetherness. God is ready to fulfill his promise, and that we will enter the promised land. The new Nigeria is here, and each and every one of us, our families and our friends, all of us will eat the pleasant fruits of this new land.
But they lie. All those things are, we call it mene take care of fasting. Sweet mouth. You know, when your pastor speak English, you know the Lord is going to visit somebody here. The Lord is going to touch you. He's going to move you from bottom land to river line on top of land. You will enter the promised land. If Nigeria is the promised land, I shall remain in Egypt. If Nigeria is the promised land, I, George ONYIBE, I will remain in Egypt. If Nigeria is the heaven we have labored for, I will remain in here. Get on it. Look at the pastors deceiving you. They are now men of God because of independence. And there are people researching, oh, it's independence. But let's tell you some of the things they didn't tell you when they were giving you the story of independence. This is independence. We have to independendize the independence. The doom is coming, but we can manage the doom. We are actually controlling the doom, and you celebrate independence. Yoshi. May God have mercy upon you. You wake up and you tell them, oh, we are Nigeria. What will I say? Hear the next testimony. After they give sermon, a family died. They use one family for ritual this morning. Hear their own message before we go.
Today, which marked 4th of September 2019, an incident occurred early hours of today, which took the life of a whole family. At least 7 bodies were found dead in the house. Let's go and listen to what really happened.
Ìyá àti ọkọ àtọwọ́mọ àti àlejò kí gbogbo wọn dẹ̀ kú nílé lẹ́kọ̀ọ́ náà. Mọ́rúkú tó pa wọ́n. So a máa fẹ́ try láti mọ́rúkú tó pa wọ́n. Bóyá poison ni o, kọ́sọ̀ pọ́nà frit nílé ni. Bóyá ìyàwó dáná fi poison sínú oúnjẹ. Àmọ́ kó tó ṣẹlẹ̀. Bẹ̀tẹ̀ a fẹ́ mọ̀ dín nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ nítorí ẹ̀ la ṣe wà nígbà. So terrible.
But this is just the beginning. Oh, a family wake up, we discover that 7 of them, they die. Poison, gas cooker. But the point is that Nigerians are dying. Are we celebrating the death of our people? Nigerians and their leaders should be ashamed. They should be ashamed. People do not understand. Honestly, there are a lot of people Nigeria must understand. There were a time we vowed we're going to serve Nigeria. We love Nigeria more than life itself. But on a daily basis, we discover that the greatest mistake anybody will make is to have a support for one Nigeria. Before the independence of Nigeria, because that is what I call it. If you say, oh, it's independence, I'll just be looking at all of you. I call it independence. Before the independence of Nigeria in 1960, We used to be the best of all we can be. The best of the best of the best of the best. It's unfortunate today. I would have directed you and say, go and search the pioneers of this nation. But Yoruba, who write the history of everybody in Nigeria, has hijacked everything. But we shall rewrite the history because that is why we are here. The highest award winner in Nigeria was a Caribbean. Any Nigerian man, the highest Nigerian man that won any award from international global community in the history of Nigeria, I'm not saying Africa at large. Let's remain in Nigeria that just celebrated independence. It was a Caribbean. A Caribbean receive award and receive award and receive award when he see the dead body of innocent women and children murdered by Fulani Nigerian oligarchy, doom, celebrating their independent doom. He returned all those awards. A Caribbean. A Caribbean. One Tengelema, I think he should be from Enugu. People like that are gone. That was when we strive to become the best of the best and of the best. When we talk about the highest and the best writer in Nigeria, we begin to remember people like Chinua Achebe. He wrote the book No African, but I'm not talking about Africa. No Nigerian has ever written. Nigerian Lauren Obe is Wolonsho Inca. One only Things Fall Apart. The volume of Things Fall Apart is bigger than all the novels written by Chinua Achebe. That was when men were men. The best of the writer. He wrote all these books in his veranda. He don't even have anything to library or anywhere. In his veranda. Sometimes putting on short knicker and short sleeve shirt. He wrote book that today the generation of Africans are battling to undo him. But of course, Britain knew about this truth. We could begin to talk about the like of MAZI Kunene, JP Peter Clarks and the rest of them. They knew the truth. But yet, because Nigerian is doomed already, they gave it to Wolonsho Inca. That was when men, best of best was best of best. These people gave up everything within them because they wanted Nigeria to be the best, giant of Africa, the best. Because we have what it takes, being endowed with blessing, human resources, natural resources, capacity, everything. We were complete in every way. We could go ahead and remember the time of professors like Dora Akuchinyere. Without Dora Akuchinyere, Goodluck Ebele Jonathan will not be president. She was poisoned. These are professors who, even how many years after they are dead, people still continue to honor them. These are the eras of professors. These were the best of the best of the best in their time. Are we talking about doctors? Like Dr. Sam Ezevu Ono. He was the first doctor in Nigeria. And that should be around 1904 before amalgamation. You have Igbo man doctor. This doctor I'm talking about, Simeon Ono, is the son of, what do they call this king? A king in Anambra State. Is the son. I forgot the community in Anambra State. But his son is the first doctor in the zoo called Nigeria. But go there, they say it's Yoruba, but we know all these things, don't worry. But these were the time when Biafra believed in being the best of the best of the best. Now, if you go and look at the biography of this Dr. Simeon Ezevu Ono, if you go and look at his father was a king in Anambra State, a commissioner of police in then ancient colonial terrorist time, and the mother of this doctor is the first midwife in Nigeria. But Yoruba don't tell you this. And so when somebody says, oh, don't you know Yorubas are educated? I pity all of you. I pity all of you. Of course, they celebrated the Nigerian independence. Yoshi. These were times where men, we want to be the best we can. thinking, well, let's build this Nigeria. We can go and look at those days of constitutional lawyers. Not all this one wearing wig like crazy women. Look at Nigerian lawyers, African lawyers, all of them wearing wig like mad women who has not shaved for almost 10 years. You see, just see them, they wear wig like chimpanzee. Of course, I don't blame them, because when more or 3 chimpanzee or monkey gather, they call them Congress. So when they say we the Congress has spoken, they are telling you we the chimpanzee has spoken. After all, there are evidence everywhere. But there are things most of you do not know, that Professor Ben Wabose is a constitutional lawyer who had Britain spellbound. The world will be confused. How do we do constitution? How do we do that? Small Professor Ben Wabose is a constitutional lawyer recognized globally. Both spirit and demon, all of them knew that when it comes to constitutional law, there is no rival. He's old now. I wish they did what is ought to do, not giving their life, what they labored for, to one Nigeria. I can mention many of them. So when you say, oh, we are lawyer, do you know what it means to be a constitutional lawyer? Globally renowned, do you know what it means? But I don't blame you. You have what it takes. But Nigeria has taken what it takes for you to get to the height these people get to. And so you can't get there. You can go ahead and begin to talk about engineers like Isaac Iweka. I supposedly is from Anambra. Isaac Iweka is the first engineer in the whole of Africa. A first civil engineer. You will not hear about it. Yoruba will not tell you about it. These are the people who built this Nigeria. This civil Nigeria. The British government has sent Fulani to come and take over. And Hausa is there fooling themselves. Yoruba is claiming intellectual. Where were you when all these people went to school? This was where our father thought they can rely on one Nigeria. Isaac Iweka. Go and find out who he is. These are some of the things you don't know. Nonsense. Or are we going to go ahead to talk about people like General Dimchukwe Odumegwu Ojukwu, the people's general? Today in Nigeria, you have so many general. General Babangida, General Obasanjo, General Abacha, General Andioshi, Andiara, Andiama, General Terrorist, General Gowon, General everybody, General. In fact, General George Ndioshi, General Boko Haram, General Miati Allah, General Melu. Did you know what it means to be a general? He just kills and rapes some women inside your supposedly country. And you now come out and say, oh, General Buhari, and he is addressing General Babangida. Thunder will fire all of you. Shameless, evil people. There was only one general. His name is Dimchukwu Odumegwu Ojukwu. He's supposed to be classmate or the same age mate with all these Nigerian terrorist general. He taught them. He taught them. He was the only graduate among them. Because one didn't go to school. When Ojukwu went to school, those were times where men thought Nigeria was actually a country, where men and women fought to defend Nigeria. Little did they know that Nigerian is actually our undoing. Do you want us to go and talk about governors like Sam Mbakwe? Are we going to talk about generals like Philip Effiong? But of course, people like this are all gone after the so-called independence of Nigeria, 1960. All of them were gone. Because Nigerians fear that they may become, they are not sure of their future. These people will become too powerful. Men fear that which they not understand. The fear of the unknown is what destroyed Nigeria. My people, we saw money, he be money at OYG. And when Yoruba, Hausa, Fulani, British government, they saw these men and women, they were afraid. If we let them continue that way, our well is gone. Hungry will kill us. They will do this and do this. And out of fear, they improvise. This is the outcome of their decision. Their desire that led us to where we are today. Number one was that there was a conspiracy against one another. That conspiracy was perfected. There was an election that was held somewhere in the north, maybe Kaduna or Kano, between Awolowo and Nnamdi Azikiwe. The Hausa youth on that very ground carried Awolowo and threw him away. Nnamdi Azikiwe said, no, you will not do that. He took Nnamdi Azikiwe time to calm the mob. These are Fulani Yoruba mob. Did I say Fulani? Hausa mob. Awolowo know Nigeria will not vote for him. But he doesn't want to look like a coward. And so, what did he do? He went there. They mobbed him. But Nnamdi Azikiwe say no. Nnamdi Azikiwe win Hausa man inside Hausa land. Win Yoruba man inside Yoruba land. And then that is when they initiated tribalism. And after that, Nigerians create a platform where we begin to conspire against one another. Awolowo will take Yoruba and say, no, we will not agree. Hamadu Bello then went to one side. No, the way these Igbo people are coming, we will not agree. We begin to conspire against one another. Look at today. Fulani now cannot conspire in detail with Yoruba. Now they are going to Mali, to Niger, to Sudan. In fact, a Sudanese man is the president of Nigeria. They are colliding everywhere. And then one lunatic is coming and say, oh, we are celebrating independence. Maybe doom unto you and your family. Mad people. Number 2. Nigerian security agents then began to kill Nigerians. Nigerian security agents have killed more Nigerians than you can imagine. It is unfortunate that those in Aba who actually witnessed the mayhem, heinous crime committed against our people in Abia State, all of them got mute. Come and tell them what they are seeing. Grammar escaped them. Give us order, give us order. Order don't come, we all set Yana. But we know what they did to the Naba. But of course, when you're be claiming, oh, we are not Nigeria, oh, we are Yorubanizing, we are. That is that is your business. Your stupidity will be addressed. Nigerian security agencies has killed more Nigerians than Boko Haram. Nigerian security agencies have killed more. In fact, you check the number of Nigerians that died in the desert by xenophobia, by First World War, Second World War, dispensation of invasion, dispensation of colonialism, dispensation of independentalization, till the current terrorism going on in Nigeria. Put all of them together. I can assure you, if you divide it even into 10, Nigerian security agents has killed more than half. That is how bad it can be. These are how they improvise. Today now, you come out and you tell them, what is happening is not good now, they will shoot you. Britain will say, how do they call when policeman kill you and Nigerian court want to defend the policeman? Okay, they say it's accidental discharge. After all, governors are selling you now. They just kill one Biafra and collect 500,000. But IPOB leaders say, you know any of these governors going to do any occasion in anywhere in diaspora, report to us, we give you 1 million. That is with value information. And so if we will give you 1 million for information, which means your life worth more than 100 million. But your supposedly governor is selling you for 500,000. And I repeat again, how much is kidney and how much is liver? India, please tell them. China, tell them. Those of you selling kidney and liver, black people kidney and liver, please tell them now, Adia Mama. This is how they improvise. And when he was saying it inside church, they were clapping for him. Oh, he's a formidable Nyoshi. These are criminals. This is what Nigerians resolve to do because they fear you. They fear you, Biafrans. Nigerian judicial system is a market for buying and selling. You can see what they did with our leader, MAZI Kano. You can see what is going on with Showore. Judicial system in Nigeria, the arm of judiciary in Nigeria is buying and selling. They just go there, they now wear wig, and you now hear, I thereby put it to you that you, Okonkwo Tamono, that on this 24th day of this independent doom, that you were caught in Agbo Material District somewhere in Oju Elegba, and as a result, you were moving and paraphernating and garabating, and thereby committed a treason felony. Are you guilty or not guilty? They say, I'm not guilty. Ogwana. You don't finish. Show or go see chanting. Of course, Yorubas are not relenting to that effect. Because every day now cross-examination. In fact, in the next 10 years, even when Jubri is dead, they will still be cross-examining that guy. What they are telling you now, they are debating. DSS say they cannot release him, they will release him, they cannot release him, they will release him. Very releasing, not releasing. The next thing you will hear is a cross-examination. That you, that you actually considering and how do they call it, revolutionizing Nigeria, and I say thereby call it is treason modernity. Our leader commit fadani, or is it felony? Show commit modernity, treason modernity. Ndiara. Republic of China did 70 years in is it independent doom they call their own? After the marching, the people hit on the street. They were throwing fire bomb at the military, trying to destabilize the society. They only used water cannon. They didn't shoot any of them. But just carry Biafra flag. They will empty a whole bullet. In fact, a whole armory, they will empty it on you. What are they afraid of? They want to shut us up. We shall see how it ends. This is what they did to stop all of us. We talk about Nigerian legislature. That is a beer parlor. Nigerian judicial system is marketplace, buying and selling. The legislature, as I speak to you, is a beer parlor. It's a beer parlor. You just see that they sit down in a beer parlor. They're exchanging gooda. Give me Ompa, give me Hero. They just drink out that drink and they say, then what do we do? Then one will stand up. As a legislature in this honorable assembly, I can tell you that Fulani S-men are killing Nigeria because the road cow used to pass in those days. They have tied it and it's motor passing there. The cows are not happy now because their road now have been tied. And I just say, okay, it's true. You now organize the constitution. A motion moved by one of the cross-section of the Honorable House of Assembly as Mrs. Tawa Ogudiga Orishinama, who has actually pointed out to the simple fact that the road where Melu was used to passing in the 1914, that the road has been constructed now and its motor that is passing in. Cow is not happy any longer. That is why they are killing people. Then when you go to court next day, you hear, according to Constitution of the Zoological Republic of Nigeria, Section 24 of Decree 1974, amalgamated and adjusted as an album. When they finish speaking all this grammar, you have migraine headache already. It's a beer parlor. That is why they fight in the hollow chamber, carrying the moss, jumping fence, breaking gate. Only in beer parlor you see people like that. Or are we going to talk about the Nigerian executive? Nigerian executive is a hereditary some issue. It's a property. British government own Nigerian executive. They gave it to certain people who now inherit it. All these first-hand brokers are old and dying gradually. But they are preparing the platform to hand over to their children. Because to be a president of Nigeria, believe me, how did they say it? It's a property, inheritance. The inheritance government of Nigeria. And there's some people are gonna, hey, we are celebrating independence. Let us do independence. Today is independence. Nigerian government has successfully been able to drag the country 10 times backward than the British government. They are working. They achieve a lot, I must tell you. Nigerian government, as we talk today, have been able to successfully drag Nigeria back 10 times beyond when British terrorists left. Is that not an You don't hear Giant of Africa any longer. Ndiushi. They actually worked very hard. That our leaders, I must tell you, they are able to infuse fear on the people. Nigeria worked very hard. They have been able to successfully intimidate everybody. They just kill one person, all of us are running. They succeeded. It's an achievement for them. Any small thing, shoot them. But when you hear them saying python dance, show of force, crocodile, ego smart, you think they are doing it because they care for you. They want to intimidate you. And they were used to it. In those days when you say Biafra, somebody say, please, oh, don't cause problem here, oh, please, oh, don't cause problem, oh, I don't want to, don't let them kill me, oh. Today now we are shouting, Biafra, 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 Biafra. Come and kill your father. Thunder will fire all of you. All the people you killed today, did it stop anything? We are still here. We are still here. God will punish all of you. We have witnessed our brothers fall side by side. If we are alive today, it is because God has a purpose for it. It's not because we are better than those you have killed. But you succeeded. Nigerians won't talk today because they are afraid. Our governors are afraid. That is why somebody like Willie Obiano, among others, they say, Boko Haram is attached to my office. Don't worry, we can handle it. Ndiushi. But of course, Nigerians are trying. They have successfully re-engineered Nigeria into the next dispensation by the empowerment of terrorists. Most of you don't know. As we are speaking, Nigeria has successfully re-engineered Nigeria into a state of terrorists. They are bringing them in. Boko Haram ravaging everywhere. Fulani headsmen in collaboration. Miati Allah as the watchdog. Slanimido, Samisi Lamido, among other emirs are the sponsor. Nigerian government, the signatory. They successfully done that. But believe me, believe me. Ekwensoge merionu naga o semba o wachuku semba o. Nigeria oge merionu naga o semba o wachuku semba o. Nde saboto age merionu naga o semba o wachuku semba o. Don't let them deceive you. In Nigeria, our fate was sealed. We must divide this country. We must go our separate ways. Anybody telling you otherwise? Anybody telling you that there is a way it can be done? They lie to you. They do.
Honorable man, what do you think about independence celebration? Hold it there. You are not serious. Are we really independent? Celebrating Independence Day in Nigeria is like a man that wants to marry a second wife and is still doing bachelor's eve. Can we be celebrating a country that the president is older than? Country when they will say you have freedom of speech, but when you speak, they will go and comment and say they will soon come for you. Okay. A country where you will never see a child of a government official in a government school. A country where even the government officials go outside, go abroad to go and treat themselves and neglect the government hospitals here. Country where my local government chairman is staying in another local government in another state. A country where we prefer consuming imported goods to our own. How will a government buy furniture from another country to furnish the government house? They are not serious. When we have excess wood in our country, I'm angry because it was wood that killed Mao. We are not independent unless we place high value on our own product and empower our own. And that is what I call Nigerian stupendant theology. So what does that mean? I know.
Yeah. We are Biafra in London, Biafra in Germany, Biafra everywhere. Biafra in Russia, Biafra in Malaysia, everybody likes it. They tried to kill us many years ago, killing the people of Biafra, destroying the people of Biafra. But somebody said to all the idolies, respect the leader
of indigenous people. Nobody can stop Biafra, I say. Nobody can stop Biafra. Nobody can stop Biafra because Biafra is strong. You can tell the leader of Biafra. You can kill the people of Biafra, but never, never change their decision. Every time I play this about Biafra, wish me every day. Every time I sing this about Biafra, wish me every day. They tried to kill us many years ago, killing the people of Biafra, destroying the people of Biafra. Nobody can stop Biafra. Nobody can stop Biafra. Nobody can stop Biafra because Biafra is strong. Nobody can stop Biafra. Nobody can stop Biafra. Nobody can stop Biafra because Biafra is strong. Biafra in bedroom, Biafra in bathroom, Biafra everywhere. Biafra in jail, Biafra in church, everybody likes it. They tried to kill us many years ago, killing the people of Biafra, destroying the people of Biafra. Nobody can stop Biafra. Nobody can stop Biafra. Nobody can stop Biafra because Biafra is strong. I told you, nobody can stop Biafra. Nobody can stop Biafra. Nobody can stop Biafra because Biafra is strong.
Yes, sir, without wasting much of our time, our lines are open at this moment. Our WhatsApp line is 07081545642. Our WhatsApp line once again is 07081545642. For the last time, our WhatsApp line is 07081545642. Our direct line is 08122152971. Our direct line once again is 08122152971. Special number for the female is 081-288-58614. Special number for the female is 081-288-58614. Caller on the line, your name and where are you calling from?
Good evening from here.
Good evening. Go ahead, please. And of course, there is epileptic network all around us. But of course, we must continue. Because the gospel of the restoration of Biafra must be preached. And every man and women who are standing by, they shall know this truth. And this truth will set them free. They said they are Nigerians. They said they want to celebrate independence. We asked them to do that. They want to compel us to be part of this country. This country that does not mean us well. This country whose intention is to blot us out from the face of this planet Earth. But we shall see. Caller on the line, can you hear me? Caller on the line, can you hear me? Yes, good evening from here. Go ahead, please.
ONYIBE, I am calling from India. This is Mr. Chika Obase from his name is Rudy.
Go ahead, please.
ONYIBE, I want to inform you of what is going on in Aba this time around because what the people is experiencing in Aba this time is very terrible. MAZI, I am talking about Ibere Street in Ngwa Road province. That place now, the police have been killing people, they have been arresting people, they have been burning houses. I don't know actually what is going on. I just want to use this medium to inform you.
Thank you very much. And that information is noted. Our people in Aba must stand up to their responsibility. MAZI, Deputy Supreme Leader of the Indigenous People of Biafra, actually came on air this evening specifically to put the record straight. And of course, they still have that privilege to come on air and tell us what is really going on there. Can you hear me? Call on WhatsApp. Call on WhatsApp. Can you hear me?
Yes, MAZI.
Yes, good evening from here. Go ahead, please. Go ahead, my brother.
From Gambia. Yes, MAZI Chukuma, I heard from Ebony State, currently in Gambia now. MAZI, I'm thanking you for the good work you are doing for our people. I'm thanking our great Supreme Leader, and once more to say happy birthday once more. I really missed a lot on radio because I came new in this Gambia and I'm trying to fix myself. I'm not balanced. MAZI, please, I want to ask you a question. Don't be offended, please.
Go ahead, please.
MAZI, don't we, the indigenous people of Biafra, have right to have a family meeting here in Gambia?
Of course.
Is it not possible for you to have I think it's possible.
Of course. Of course, we have that right.
So, okay, I want to use this medium, this opportunity to tell Gambia government that every presumed Nigeria in this country is a Biafra. We are the people developing Gambia. Our people should stop living in fear. Even Gambia government knows about Biafra. Even Gambia government knows about us. We are not Nigerians, we are Biafrans. Because I have met many of our people here in Gambia and they realize that they are living in fear because the zoo government is working with Gambia. The zoo government is the people telling Gambia government what they should do in their own country. So our people are afraid to have a Ipob meeting here. So I myself, I told them that we must have a family meeting here in Gambia. Gambia is not our country. Nigeria is not our country. We are indigenous people of Biafra. And we have Biafra family meeting all over the whole world. So Gambia is an African country, mostly in West Africa. So they don't have that right to say that we will not have Ipob for family members. So I'm calling our brother that is in Gambia. You people should wake up. You people should rise up. Those that are familiar that love IPOB and they want to have Ipob for family meeting. Here is my number. I want to announce my number on air. Our family meeting will be resuming this coming Sunday. This coming Sunday is when our family meeting will resume. I will be coming on air to announce my number. My number is +220 710 9289. I repeat again, +220 710 9289. This is my number. My name is MAZI Chukwu. For those in Gambia, call me on phone. I will tell you where we will meet then and how it is going to be. And MAZI, please, I would like to reach you after this program or tomorrow or next when you have chat. Tell me when to call you. Then we will know the way forward.
Just send me a text message on this line. I will respond to you.
Okay, I might use my Gambia line and text you or this one.
Anyone,
thank you and God bless.
Thank you very much, my brother. We must continue.
Thank you.
Yes. Our people must understand that we are the destiny and the doom of Nigeria. No matter what they do, no matter what they do, they will bow in the end. One of the success, one of the achievements of Nigeria is that they've been able to install fear into Nigerians. Everybody is afraid. You can imagine somebody far away in Gambia is afraid. Oh, but don't worry, we will remove that fear. I think Nigerians in diaspora have started destroying Nigeria embassy. Nigerians will use their hand to destroy Nigeria embassy in the world because Nigeria is useless. It has started to come and do ERG now. He's afraid. Jubilee will be going to South Africa. We will be waiting for him. Jubilee will be going to South Africa any moment from now. We will be waiting for all of them. We will undo the evil you have done to us as a people. We will ask you question. Your position demand that you redeem accountability, and that you shall do. That is one of the achievements of Nigeria. They have beaten everybody back down into fear. Governors are afraid. Senators are afraid. Monarchs are afraid. Policeman is afraid. Boko Haram is afraid. Everybody is afraid. Somebody needs to summon courage. Courage to stop this fear. Not to dominate others. Courage to put an end to this evil called Nigeria. Every Nigerian must summon courage. Some may be collecting 10% and think it's okay. Others may say, well, it doesn't mean we are okay. And then some lunatic will say, okay, it's better, let them be controlling us. Don't let anybody deceive you. Our desire is to go home. And we understand that the stage and position we find ourselves to be able to go home, we may have to walk the nook and cranny of the British colonial empire. And be rest assured, we are willing to do this. We are willing to follow them to the end. They are so confused, so destabilized, they don't even know what to do any longer. A whole independent day of Nigeria like this. Pastor Gowon and Pastor Sibanjo are addressing you. We have been praying to the Almighty Creator that He will give us the desire of our one Nigeria. They are not even ashamed. They are 59 years on. They are still praying. Oh God Almighty, come and tie our road for us. Oh God Almighty, come and give us electricity. Oh God Almighty, come and build our chemists, build our hospitals. Oh God Almighty, come and feed us. Are you people not ashamed? Are you people not ashamed? Nothing works here without improvising, without our ability to improvise. The power of mutation, gift from the Creator. Nothing will happen here. Because Nigeria is the agent of destabilization. Can you hear me, caller on the line?
Good evening from here, sir.
Go ahead, please, my brother. The world is listening.
Good evening, dear fans all over the world. My name is MAZI. Hello, am I coming out clear?
Loud and clear. The world is listening.
My name is MAZI Onyedikachi. ONYIBE. Hello?
My brother, go ahead. Go ahead. If you are there, go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I want to tell you I am calling from Aba province. Our station here is not talking, so I want to report it here.
Thank you very much. Your complaints are noted. And hopefully those who are in charge of it will be working on it as we speak. Thank you for that update, my brother.
Thank you very much.
All right.
And God bless our leader, MAZI Nnamdi and Uchimefo, and all of us of freedom all over the world. In the name of Yeshua, never pray. Good night from here.
Thank you very much, my brother. We must continue. Make no mistake about it. Nigerian agenda is as simple as killing Nigerians. It doesn't matter whose turn it is to be killed today. But with the templates of one Nigeria, I tell you, everybody is gone. Are you there, caller on WhatsApp?
Hello, MAZI.
Yes, good evening from here.
Good evening, sir.
Go ahead, please, my
good evening,
brother.
sir. My name is Onyebuchi. My name is Onyebuchi. I'm calling from Gambia. I'm from Aguleri, Omabala land. I want to thank you people for good work you are doing for Biafra. I want to thank Ohamadike one of Biafra land, our deputy leader Uchemofo. I want to thank him for the good work he's doing for Biafra. I hear his voice this evening. May God bless him for the good work he's doing for Biafra. I want to thank this our brother who speak now on this platform now. May God bless him. Me and him, you see, we talk about this thing several times. May God bless him. May God bring us Biafra. We will place Biafra. We see Biafra in our name. I pray. May God bless you. Please, I keep it on here. You are doing wonderful for us. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, my brother. We are not going anywhere until Biafra is restored. Can you hear me? Caller on the line.
Hello, good evening, sir.
Good evening from here. Go ahead, please.
Is Radio Biafra?
But of course, this is Radio Biafra and you are on air, live on air. Go ahead, please.
Okay. My name is Ambo Akajako. I'm a dog. I'm on Ishalangwa. Jenna Biafra land in our back province. If you want to be na Pony, I am the Unity, IPOB, Unity, and all that. I'm a more tiger senior, and we can be doing Unity about because many of my brothers now watch your queen and they win interest. They win quotation be there, but I want you more tiger see. They are organized video and so send them some message through our African rep. And I wanted the message back. My brothers were interested, many of them want we to join the IPOB movement group. But I am okay, what I see. I want to be going I wanted the connection to start with. Hello?
Yes, my brother, as far as you have sent that message to me, be rest assured those who are responsible to reach out to you will surely come to you. Make no mistake about that. You can keep on reminding me, but make no mistake about that. Our coordinators will surely contact you.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Okay, sir.
We must continue. Yes. Nigerians supposedly, shamelessly, stupidly came out. Oh, it's our independent. What are you celebrating? Are they not ashamed? Are they not really ashamed of themselves? Call on WhatsApp your name and where are you calling from?
My name is Uche Idiako. I'm calling from Indianapolis, Indiana, United States of America. I'm from Olu. Olu is in Imo State in Biafra land. MAZI, I just want to thank you for everything. And I will say God Almighty, Chukwuabiama will continue to guide you, protect you, be with you, and be with our spring leader. He's the one that make all this. And the one thing I want to say is this. People talk about fear. Fear is the weakness of a man. When a man starts having a fear in his life, everything he works for is gone. And people say the time will come. I will say this is not the time. When the trumpet blows, we will circumcise our saboteurs. We show them why they call us Biafran. The anger, anytime I hear your voice sounds like Obunigwe in my life. It brought the anger more upon me. All my body is full of anger. You wait to move. You was going to come him. I cut my hair one by one. And I can't wait. And I will continue to thank you guys. Your voice always make me so much. Opens my eyes to see what is going on. And I thank you guys very much. I will continue to listen to your voice every day until that trumpet sound. And we circumcise those stupid ass idiots, those our governors that watch our people die. All they can say, give them 500,000. For me, no chenkim, I'm gonna send the money, the 500. I'm gonna send there 800. Because omepono jeri sisi ebu ONYIBE ebu nwa Biafra ya ga-akwụ 500,000. I'm not in the U2 and MSF. I'm not in the U2. All of them are weak. I will say that because that's how it's in my mind. The way to remove it so much that I'm asking that U2, they just kind of happy now. They're living in fear. If this man when he came upon here say Nwa Biafra on the wine, 10 year 500,000. Then plan can the Fulani slave why through hunger, rape our moms, rape 119 wine, then you have 500,000. Mazi, cause it didn't know be iki the mayor Sindeken, may God Almighty Father, Chukwa Biama, Chebegi, put more word of wisdom in your mouth, and may God Almighty Father bless our president. Oh God, the none.
Thank you very much, my brother. We must continue. Our people must reconsider certain things. Nigeria killed over 10 million of our people. They actually agreed they killed 1 million. There are records that over 3.5 million innocent women and children died. But we know that over 10 million of Biafrans were slaughtered across Biafra land. And they are very comfortable. One of them now is Pastor Gowan, the head genocider himself. And somebody think they will keep 50 and show remorse for it. Never. Can you hear me, caller on the line? Good evening. Good evening from here. Go ahead, please. Go ahead.
I'm just want to report an issue. It's a program that is happening around almost.
Go ahead, please.
They have gone them. Hello? Hello? Hello?
Caller WhatsApp, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. All here Biafra.
All here Biafra. Go ahead, please.
All here Biafra. Yeah, my brother, I thank you for what is going on. My name is Johnson, as the one from Anambra State. I'm calling from South Africa. And we hear that the Jubilee is coming to South Africa, and we are waiting for him to come.
Let him come.
We disgrace him when he comes to South Africa because the zoo must fall. The zoo must fall because there's nothing. I have been going. I'm 38 years old, and Nigeria is 59 years old. I have benefits anything to Nigeria.
All the presidents of Nigeria are older than Nigeria. All of the presidents are older than Nigeria.
There's nothing is working in Nigeria. I have never benefit anything in Nigeria. I haven't even go to what is called the free education in Nigeria. No medical in Nigeria. Nothing is working in Nigeria. We are here in South Africa. The Nigeria, the zoo.
I don't agree.
The zoo.
Something is working in Nigeria. Boko Haram is working.
The zoo are fighting the South Africa to put xenophobia to all the Biafrans in South Africa. Those xenophobia that are working in South Africa is caused by the zoos, by the ambassadors in Nigeria. They are the ones that are pushing the South Africa to commit xenophobia in South Africa. They are killing us here day by day. We want to go back to our home because this country is not our country. We need to go back to Biafra land where we belong. All the Biafra must wake up because this time around we are not going to sleep. We are waiting for Jubilee to come tomorrow because we heard that he's coming tomorrow. We are waiting for him to come. Once he arrives to the airport, we will march to the airport. I'm calling all the Biafra in South Africa. We'll go to the airport to wait for that idiot that coming to South Africa. He's coming to make sure that the xenophobia will start again in South Africa. I say thank you for our president, MAZI Nnamdi Kanu, and also Uche Banofo, and you also. All here Biafra. Shalom.
Shalom. All here Biafra, my brother. No matter what they do, in the end they will know that we are not here to joke. Of course, they have the right to contest and do whatever they want to. We also have the right to defend ourselves. We will question all of them. Any governor, any senator, minister, whatever name they call themselves, those of them in the corridor of power here in Nigeria, let them not go to abroad. We will ask them question. We only ask question. Call on WhatsApp, are you there?
Hello, good evening.
Good evening from here. Go ahead, please.
This is Chinedu from Cross River. I'm from Ebonyi State, but I reside in Cross River. I'm not an Ipob member, but I want to join. Please help me.
Send me your name, your phone number, and your location on this WhatsApp line. Somebody will contact you.
Okay, I will do that. And that thing is that we don't receive the radio directly. I listen to Radio Biafra app on my Android phone. Other people can't listen to it. That's my major problem also.
Don't worry, the leadership is doing all they can to make sure that there is satellite everywhere in Biafra land. Of course, those in UGEB can get the reception there, but the leadership are not relenting about that. Be rest assured.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you, my brother.
I commend you for all for Biafra restoration.
And bless you too, my brother. You see.
Okay,
thank you. Independent. Of course, Nigerians are not stupid because they know that there is nothing to celebrate. So they went on low key. Don't use church to deceive you as always. We are dreaming for one Nigeria. It's just 59 years. Before another 59 years, our one Nigeria will come and we will not drain the palm oil and the milk and the honey. Ndushi. Nonsense criminals. Are you there? Call on WhatsApp.
Yes, MAZI, I'm here.
Indeed. Go ahead, my brother.
Ndewo MAZI. Biafrans worldwide. I greet all of us. My name remains MAZI Chinedu Maganeku. Welcome everyone Nanimo. It happened that I'm working as a coordinator of IPOB here in Como, Italy. Please, MAZI, I want to announce our upcoming meeting this coming Sunday at St. Martin's Catholic Church, Rebio, Como. Please, we need all our brothers and sisters that live around Como province, to gather around so that we can discuss about our quest of restoration of Biafra. We have many people live here in Como, but most of them are not participating, but we are telling them to come because we are not waiting for anybody. We are moving ahead. They can see how they reduce us. They reduce us the way that if they kill us, they pay us 500,000. We kill them, we pay them 500,000. That is Obiano. Obiano is imposing that one. He is imposing that one, forgetting that we never come out from the one they impose on us. But we are telling him that let him bear it in mind that as he imposed 500,000 on each and every one of us head, if they kill us, that's be the compensation. Him and his family is the same. If you count them, if you calculate them, you know that all of them, his family and the wife, everybody, 2 million naira. That is what Obiano family wants. And he's not ashamed of himself upon how old he is. Obiano don't know what to do.
in the land he governed. It's ashamed. It's ashamed, I must say. But we are coming. Obindiche is coming to them one by one. Obindiche must visit them one by one. Obindiche IPOB ekenemun. Ndi mozindiche IPOB ekenemun. Umundiche IPOB ekenemun. Umadi iboni ekenemun. Obi omambala obi mu obi ebonyi obi abia. Obi gwoto obi ahaba. Obi enugu. Obi na bola iburuburu. Asi bu unu bilite n'ikem n'olugo na omume na agbekere nwangwele lugo ọtụtụ. Agbekere nwangwele lugo ọtụtụ maka na si na ngwele na ngwele no kanu bi ọwala agha. Anya ya ozi anya ya ọha ka ya gona na agha ka ya pụta n'olugo na omume. Unu afugo onye isi anyị miscreant na ebe anyị nọ kịta. And we are doing we are helping and doing some programs to analyze our people what we are doing. We have said it all along, long time. We have said everything. Tell everybody to join IPOB because we are not joking. The sufferness, we are the one bearing the pains. So I must give out the number to call anybody that wants to come to our meeting here in Como, Italy. 327 689 4346. Anybody that is coming to Como here, that is coordinator number. MAZI Aganeku. Call the number 327 689 4346. Please contact us. Contact us so that we move ahead. We own nobody. We own nobody. Thank you, MAZI ONYIBE. Thank you. I greet Hamadike. I greet Uchembe for all the principal officer IPOB. I greet all of us. Our resoluteness is what made us reach where we are today. And our consistency. Thank you, all Biafrans worldwide. Thank you. Nimo people, come up. I want to hear voice. Thank you, MAZI ONYIBE. Dalo.
Thank you very much. We are going home and there is no two ways about it. Can you hear me, caller on the line? Good evening from here. Go ahead, please.
I've called before. This is calling from the upper line.
Go ahead.
I'm just reporting an incident that happened today. Along Como village in Abasa local government. I want to see the world of notice that Nigerian police is burning. Hello. I want to see the world of notice that Nigerian police has been burning people's house here in Omos village. They have burned more than 10 houses. It's evidence at their hand. We have evidence. We have their pictures. The pictures, the house they have burned.
Are you a member of IPOB?
Yeah.
I will want you to send it to your coordinator.
Yes. I went to them with one of the media.
Okay.
They covered it.
Okay, that is fine. Thank you.
So, they have been burning more than 10 houses today. This is happening live in
Thank you. Your information have been taken and hopefully our people...
So, as I'm talking to, many people have left their houses and went somewhere to hide. Many people. As I'm talking to you now.
Your complaint is noted, my brother. And honestly, all this will not be too long. I can assure you that. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
We must
but
continue.
Is not sitting in Havana.
Yes, I understand. And those responsible are working on it. Hopefully it's going to come up shortly. Thank you very much. Thank you for the update. Yes. Are you there, caller on WhatsApp?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Good evening. Good evening. Go ahead.
No, you don't need to tell. You don't need to thank me. What belongs to us belongs to us. You don't need to thank. I can even wait till next tomorrow. Nah, I don't want to go more further because calling you, telling you people thank you, thank you, thank you. It's not their mama, the kukugi. Adia mama, eke doro eke. Eke. It has been enough. Ndị emego mmadụ ihe ahụ ike ime mmadụ ebe ọ bụ na isi the value of our futures, our mother, our sister, our brothers and our family is 500,000 naira. I don't know what else to say, my dear brother. Even if we don't want to start from today, let us start from this speech that this idiot, this core idiot, uttered for the generation of our future. Let us start from this and do what just you people should go ahead of that. Let us do. I'm here. I told you before. I don't want to before you gave me the number, the coordinator here that I will go to, which I have already reaching him. I don't know how to talk. I was born and brought up in Port Harcourt. Despite I'm here today in Italy. Jojo ONYIBE. Ofunne jimunare. Oto sidim n'obi kareko sidim n'obi. Beacon. I said it again, once again. Beacon. All Biafrans, all the youths sleeping. Wake up. We are waiting nobody. We don't have to wait. Somebody that's calling this moment, Mike, calling from Italy. People in diaspora here will tell you what we're passing through. If only you mention that name, Nigeria. If only you mention that name, that country called Nigeria, you are gone. Nothing like benefiting you. Nothing. You will not have any benefit with it. A white man will see you as a criminal. A white man will see you as a drug dealer. A white man will see you as a crook. Every evil things they will target on you. Just only that name, Nigeria. The reason why I always pray for our leader, I find it sometimes unimaginable how this man could be able to unite the whole Biafra, for we to know that we are one. Because I was born and brought up in Port Harcourt. I know what we do pass through when I was in Port Harcourt. Ikore man we see an Igbo man, you say he's not a brother. The same Echie man, the same language. I speak the language, I chop the language, but I still see myself as a foreigner in Port Harcourt. But today, we are one. And that definitely Biafra is already stopped. Since this can happen in our life today, in this our generation, since you people can coordinate this in our life today, Jojo ONYIBE, Ogodo in Arahora, Wesema, Ihome Megonando as a Biafra. I heard one of our brother called from South Africa. Definitely, you know, and you perceive the cry of that guy, because that the guy is crying when he's talking. He's crying. Let me give others chance to call. We are waiting for them.
Thank you very much, my brother. There is no two ways about that. The Nigerian terrorist state can do what they have to do now that they have the time. But they must be rest assured that we are not going anywhere. We are not in a hurry. This is one truth they will understand. They don't write the agenda. We do. They cannot push us to premature action. We will do whatever is necessary. We will do the needful. And in the end, like our leader will always say, they will kill us, we will kill them, and in the end, Biafra will come. When it's time to engage them, we will tell you. Everybody must save their anger for the right time. Caller on WhatsApp, can you hear me?
Yes, Mazi, good evening. I might say good evening, good afternoon from New York.
Good evening from here.
My name is Chukwu Okoli, a native of Umudimu, Nnewi, the Nnewi province in Biafra land. The deputy state coordinator in the state of New York. Mazi, you know, as things are unfolding in our land, I'm not surprised, you know, seeing all these things that is happening now because our leader said it. That all the leaders, all the governors in Biafra land are Fulani servants. And our people seeing it as a joke. But as everything is unfolding today, it's another prophecy that have been manifested. Even in New York where we are today, everybody is running back and forth, you know. Our family meetings now are growing. We're almost in the whole New York City now. We have zones, active zones everywhere. We're expanding now to upstate New York, all the way to Long Island. So we're telling our people here in New York to come in because it's a D-Day. If you don't come out now, something happens to your family members, they can only give you 500,000 to go and bury that person. And this is a stage managed something that our people wouldn't understand. If you are individual that Obiano or Fulani people are targeted, this is the time for them to take you down. Then their family will get 500,000. People like all these wealthy people in Biafra land, none of them, their life is no more safe because if you challenge Obiano now, the Métis government will send them people to come and eliminate you. But Maz not taking so much of a time. We have counter protest because the zoo is having their celebration on Saturday, being the 5th of October. So we urge our people to come out in mass the way we went on September 25th to United Nations, which we know that when we call our people here in New York, they always come out. And the venue is 47th Street and 2nd Avenue. That's the same spot we used last year. And the starting time we need to assemble there is 10 a.m. Please remember, and if you hear this and you're not IPOB member, you can post it in any organization that you belong to. That Biafrans in New York will be having a counter protest against the zoo government on the 5th of October at 10 a.m. And Mazi, please give me some time so that, because our zones are multiplying here and they want us when we come on the line to give their information out so that people in those locations will come in to join them. Now I will start from the state of New Jersey, which the coordinator there is MAZI Tony, and his number is 973-545-1726. And we come to zonal coordinator in this borough of Bronx, New York. We have Mazi Ekweme, and his number is 347-912-0243. In the borough of Brooklyn, we have our coordinator there, Mazi A.M. Chukwu. His number is 646-236-5246. And our zonal coordinator in Queens, New York, his name is Mazi Elochukwu, and his number is 646-508-2484. And we have our coordinator in upstate New York, which is Elder Ibe at 716-370-6246. He's the one coordinating Rochester and Buffalo, New York. So if you want to join them there, you call him up. Or our coordinator in Staten Island, New York, borough of New York City, is Pastor Thomas. And his number is 646-226-9487. Or you can reach our state coordinator, Mazi Ezekwesili, at 832-245-5640. Or I myself, Deputy State Coordinator / State PRO, Mazi Mbadike, at 645-8237. And our people in New York, remember, on the 5th of October, we need to tell them what we can do here in New York. MAZI, I thank you for the time, and I don't know how to start thanking you, but this is not the time for thanking, but we have to get our people together to join what we are doing so that we can go home. We have been away from home for so long, and my people are in Neumudin zone. You guys gonna make us proud and let us know what is going on. We can assist the best we can. And all the vigilante groups in our Biafran land, make sure everybody is looking out for what is going on, because they also have come into our doorstep now, not in inside Oka anymore, inside our doorstep. MAZI, thank you, and have a great evening, and anytime I'll be coming, I will let you know. Thank you.
There is no problem about that. Thank you very much, sir. We must continue.
Thank you.
Biafrans across the globe, we are going home. We are not here to negotiate whether we will go home or not. We are here to seal it, to stamp it, to deliver it. That as it was in the beginning, that it might also be that way in the end. This is Radio Biafra, Israel for the avoidance of doubt. And I will say we are inching closer to the end of this broadcast. Nigeria has foolishly and shamelessly celebrated their Independence Day, which is fair enough. And those who have celebrated Independence, may their life and that of their children, generation after generation, be like Nigeria. Be like Nigeria. If you say, may my life be like Biafra, I will say, he say. But when you tell them, may your life be like Nigeria, everyone says, it's something else on a part in the mado, we don't like it, but you love your one Nigeria. Integrity, integrity. Ndioshi. Yes, caller on WhatsApp, are you there? Caller on WhatsApp. Caller on WhatsApp, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, MAZI ONYIBE.
Yes, good evening.
Can you hear me?
Loud and clear. Go ahead, please.
Yeah. My name is Chibike Anyanwu. I'm from Ikeduru, and Ikeduru is Biafra land. I'm calling from Vietnam by the Chuko Kike Abiama. I want to use this opportunity for you to help us to encourage our people in Vietnam here, because I'm very happy. Last Sunday we did meeting here, and our meeting here was successful, and it was I was very happy with other members here, because many people came around. So I want to use this opportunity for you to help us announce Vietnam, that to tell our people that we still have IBOB in Vietnam.
Of course, that
so
is
I want to use the opportunity.
Go ahead and make them know. Go ahead.
Yes, my people in Vietnam, Afamobu Chibike Anyanwu, aka Mwafada. I want to make the opportunity to tell every members, every
use English so that every Biafran in Vietnam will understand what you are saying.
Okay, sorry, my.
Go ahead, please.
I want to use this opportunity. My name is Chibike Anyanwu. I'm the coordinator of IBOB in Vietnam. I want to use this opportunity to now to tell our people, mostly in Vietnam or even in Biafra, all over the world, that if you have a brother in Vietnam, just to tell them that there's IBOB in Vietnam. If the person wants to locate us, let him ask about Mwafada or Polo. By special grace of God in Vietnam, I'm well known very well here, because I'm the black man, the first black man to serve mass in this Vietnam. So I want to use this opportunity to tell our people in Vietnam, all over the world, to help us to announce, to tell our people
that there is a Vietnam, there is an IPOB in Vietnam. And I want to use this opportunity to say my greeting to the thunder of our time, MAZI Nnamdi Kalu, the only man that stands, even though in every angle, he stands for us, and Uche Mefo, and you, George ONYIBE. I'm using the opportunity to say, may Chukwu Okike Abiama bless you people, and also bless all IBOB all over the world. So that all of us, so that at the end, all of us will enter that promised land that Chukwu Okike have promised us. MAZI, I'm very, very happy for you to give me this opportunity to speak in Radio Biafra, and I believe that you will also be giving me the privilege to be speaking, because I want our people here to wake up. Because MAZI, if you know what is happening here in Vietnam, every day our people in prison here, and all those people are what? Biafrans. Every blessed day. But I believe that I will be giving information, and I'll be telling them that we should come close, so that here is a place, we have Nigeria embassy, we have everything. But when you have problem here on your own, nobody will come to you. Immediately that they carry this person, you don't go prison. Nobody will hear from you forever and ever. You have been forgotten. So, but I believe when we know ourselves as an IPOB, even though when you have problem, we can be able to reach your family. Some people are here, their parents feel that they are here, but they don't know that their children is in prison. And here is when you enter prison, 25 years, 30 years, even life imprisonment. So, MAZI, please help us to announce. Maybe on the next time I will call, I will raise the number that if anybody wants to join us. But any person in Vietnam, you say Mwafada, they know me. In this country, all over the country, you say Mwafada, they know me. So MAZI, that's only what I want to say. And I say, may Chukwu Okike Abiama bless you.
Thank you very much. We must continue. Honestly, this is where we draw the curtain for this evening segment. Good night from here. My special appreciation to those who were able to call in. Apology to those that cannot take their call at the moment. Nigeria has finished celebrating her independent doom. May doom follow those criminals who have held Nigerians hostage. But may the Creator divide Nigeria, for that is his good will. May Biafran's eyes be open. May they understand that we do not have a place in Nigeria. And may they fight against Nigeria day and night. That in the end, the name of Nigeria will be worse than curse, I must say. In Chukwu Okike Abiama's name, he say.
Talent exclusive.
Oh la 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 la, MAZI Nnamdi Kanu. Uche Mefo, MAZI Nnamdi Kanu, Ohamadike, Rodogwa na Barisuwan, na Biafra land. MAZI Uche Mefo, di shike ni jikwofo, Rojo Fogana,
Uche Mefo, Oko Biama, Olumekelegi, BG Tekelegi, Biafran's got talent Tekelegi. Isuru Keme, everywhere putara onwegi, nonyere MAZI Nnamdi Kanu.
Uche Mefo,
When I see your consistencies, I feel much relief, cause Biafrans really believed in you. And your Obi Wanini.
When our director was in detention, he had the struggle for 2 years accounting. No matter the intimidation, he could run in when they get a copy of Mafia your jaw. Mopuna got him baby on the bagging book. He made a copy get the jaw, Makimi hanging the jaw. He won't get the jump. I see
if I never get when I go, as a cookie in the kind of fall, I want my old fall. Toto Gaga Papa can pull a bargain yellow more the sick. If I had the boobia flyer, I don't go to Bunam the gun. Only see on the never.
I thank God that we have you, cause you made us believe in you. You promised to take us to the promised land. Biafra land is my motherland. Nandi Kanu, Uche me for Iyerikunu yabi kakola.
Asina Kanu, Uche me for
From the award-winning producer, Shaking Edgar Beats.